following announcement has been paid for by the
Sons of Kojima.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the episode 32 of Sons of Kojima podcast, also known as SoKast. I'm your host, the Ghost Peppers connoisseur Someone. With me we have TV dinner connoisseur Moonman.
How's it going, you Polish beast?
Doing pretty good. We also have the recent high school dropout Loophole.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah. We have the person who keeps using the same Skype picture for over 5 months, Miles.
Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops.
We have person who's in love with crows, Jay.
First of all, I was a high school dropout, and look where I'm at now. I'm in the SOK. Food for thought.
Yeah, food for thought. We have amazing French Canadian Mugu.
Well, what's going on? How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. We've got I can't think of anything Nomad.
What's going on, guys?
And I think I got everyone except for I think that's all.
Fred?
Oh, that's fine. We don't need to
Taste of your own medicine.
That's fine. As long as it's not a taste of ghost peppers, I'm cool with that. But thank you, Mr. Awesome One. That was an awesome introduction to start the 32nd edition of the Sons of Kojima podcast. We thank you for tuning in. We know that obviously the dubious Mr. Phil is counter-programming us, obviously, so we're glad that you made the choice, you touched the dial, and you came here to listen to us. We appreciate that. But first of all, just to get this out of the way, maybe some of you guys cover your ears for this, but if you don't, we appreciate it. We, the Sons of Kojima, have partnered with Charity Water to fund clean water projects in third world countries in places like Africa, Asia, and Latin America. 100% of the donations for a public campaign, in which this is a public campaign, goes towards the funding of these projects. They do stuff like drill wells, invest in water purification tools such as life straws, the works. So, we appreciate everyone who's been donating, everyone who's been sharing. A special shout out to two recent donors right before we went live. Mr. Tyler Hansen, as always, who's most likely a multimillionaire by the amount that he's donated. Thank you very much, Mr. Tyler Hansen. We appreciate it. And a new name, at least from what I've seen, Mr. I might butcher the last name, but it's Thomas Mrazek, M-R-A-Z-E-K. I think it's Mrazek, but I could be wrong.
He's probably Polish.
Yes.
Word.
So thank you very much. We very much appreciate it. We are now 85% of the $10,000 goal, $8,500. Lots of things are coming as a result of all these donations, including one hell of a marathon, Mr. Loophole. How are you feeling going into this event this Saturday?
Feel wonderful, to be honest. Get 10 hours of Medea madness. That's awesome.
And as mentioned, now that we're on the topic of Mr. Loophole, we also would like to congratulate Mr. 572 for completing the high school curriculum. Fantastic. Congratulations, sir.
Bravo.
Woo! Now, a lot of us had that feeling, but tell us, how did it feel walking across that stage, shaking your principal's hand, and taking the piece of paper that tells the world that you made it?
Well, I'll tell you how it is tomorrow, because I haven't had graduation yet. I've just completed my finals. I completed my finals, yeah.
Gotcha. So that's actually okay. So you're gonna have graduation that close to finals?
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They do that?
They're very trusting.
Yeah.
You gotta go up to the principal and grab like a little diploma from them.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh.
That's what I did.
It's a very trusting school.
I just yanked it out of their hand. That's what I did. Thanks.
Yeah. I hated my high school graduation, I'll tell you that much. It was so freaky. Shit. Let's just say that a kid passed out while we were doing this candle lighting ceremony thing, and my school was a private school, so we had all of these like doctors and nurses and like everything you can imagine. So as soon as the kid fainted, the entirety of the chapel we were in just stood up, rushed to that one point, and was like checking over the kid.
Oh man, I have actually a funny story about mine. Basically what happened was, I was sitting beside this guy, and the guy, like, I guess his chair was fucked up or whatever, so what happened was, when I was sitting beside him, he fucking fell out of his chair, and I was like, holy shit, are you alright, dude? And everybody was like, the whole thing stopped, because the dude was, like, in fucking pain. And I was like, I can't help but to feel bad for the guy.
Why are you laughing about that? The guy was in pain, you jackass.
It was hilarious because it was like spur of the moment. It was just random. And they were in mid-conversation. All of a sudden, you hear this big, like, just loud bang. And I see the guy beside me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you okay, man? So I grabbed his hand.
No, he's not.
So I grabbed him and I put him back on the chair. But the chair kept fucking... I think the leg on it broke. So we had to get it. We had to get a new one. It was a fucking disaster. But we kind of saved it after that.
You want to hear one more thing, though?
Uh-oh.
I feel bad for this kid, because this kid, he fainted because of heat stroke for some reason, or heat, or something like that. But what happened to him was 8th grade. This kid always has something happen to him. In 8th grade, he got all of his teeth knocked out by a hockey puck.
Jesus Christ.
And then finally...
Thank God that didn't happen to Moogle.
Moogle, how do we know you weren't the one doing it? You and your Canadian...
Please, I'm immune to hockey pucks. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, you use a Canadian Halibird for your South Park playthrough, so you have to be a master.
I didn't use it throughout the whole playthrough, though. That's the thing.
You're still a master.
I don't think I used it on the final boss. I may have. I don't remember, though. I haven't, like... I don't even remember that playthrough. I played through that game so many times, I don't even remember my first playthrough of it.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't know, man. People always assume that, like, Canadians are, like, we all know hockey and shit, but...
Well, you do. You motherfuckers riot over it.
I don't know the last riot that ever happened that involved, like, yeah. If you know what, if anything, if there was a riot, it would be when the Toronto Maple Leafs actually win the World Cup, or the Stanley Cup, I mean.
Hopefully they don't.
There's actually like big time jokes about Toronto Maple Leafs like not winning the Stanley Cup after so many years. It's pretty funny. Everyone just makes fun of the Maple Leafs because they actually like really suck. But yeah.
Well, as mentioned, all jokes aside, congratulations, Mr. Loophole. That is fantastic. And yeah, this is going to be an episode that has lots of viewer interaction. So we do have a calling guest right off the top. Let me make sure I get the numbers right because I just met this gentleman on Twitter. This man goes by Bluespade 70226. Mr. Bluespade, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Fantastic. So, we're glad to have you along for the ride. The way we're going to do this is we're just going to kind of have our guest callers along for the ride, and we'll, you know, add people and move on and all that other stuff because, you know, we didn't have as many call-in guests a couple times, so we wanted to make sure we focused on that again, and we've foregone the guests tonight so that we can do that. We appreciate everybody that wants to call in and viewer-submitted topics and all that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of show that we're going to run tonight. We're also going to have reactions to Mr. Phil's Ask the King because there's been a number of things that he said that have been fantastic. Unfortunately, some of the juicier questions on the forums have gone unanswered, but more on that in a bit. The first thing that I think we should cover is going to be a comment that Phil made just recently today about being a quote-unquote elder statesman of the fighting game community. Now, this is an incredible statement to make. He is a torchbearer. What do you think about this, Mr. Bluespade?
I still think he's a delusional asshole at this point. Seriously, I don't know what goes on this guy's head. Seriously, I mean, I used to be a fan of this guy, like, you know, way back when he was still in Connecticut with John Rambo and stuff. Now I don't know, like, he's just so bad. I just don't want to watch this guy anymore. Like, the only thing I keep track of him, like, watching this guy was looking at Dragon Killer's tweets.
Mm-hmm. Yep, big shout out to Mr. Dragon Killer. One of the, well, I would say Dragon Killer is the go-to Phil archive. I would say that he does an outstanding job. He's a man of his craft. He sticks to the news and stuff like that. It's a good feed to have in your Twitter. As Dat Winstar says in the chat, Text 2.0, very much agreed. Yeah. Very good, Dragon Killer, doing great work. So thank you very much, Dragon Killer. Shout out to Sons of Kojima member, Mr. Dragon Killer. Fantastic job.
Yeah, I'm pretty, like, I'm with Blue on this. Like, he's just, like, he's an asshole, and I don't think anybody should ever take his opinions that seriously. Well, he always likes to shove it down people's throats and shit.
To be an elder statesman, don't you have to be actively involved in the fighting game community? I mean, I think that's for anything.
He hasn't done it.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything for what, like 7 years right now?
Yeah, since he got 4th place at EVO.
Yeah, that was like the last time he's ever competed.
That's why I'm important, guys. 4th place, man.
Go leave him my Apex.
Yeah. Put that on your resume.
What's up with his nicknames? The King of Hate, Elder Statesman of the FGC. It's like, how does he pick up?
And I just read a tweet a while ago from Dragon Killer saying, what was it again? He said, "Oh, the King of Hate was like, he's not like, you know, like he doesn't hate on everyone all the time, yet he always does, like every single day."
Yeah.
He hates on everything. He'd even hate his dog if he could, if he had a dog.
He's got to get a dog.
He says he's called the King of Hate because people hate on him, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And most people would probably see it as that because he's very aggressive and he has that kind of attitude where he's angry. So it's not like it's ridiculous that would be, can be considered.
Seriously, the guy doesn't live a healthy lifestyle. He doesn't have an actual job anymore. Like, and even if he wanted to get into another job, I don't think anyone would accept him at this point.
Well, no.
He's been working for like 20 years.
I mean, someone's going to look at his resume, application, whatever he fills out for whatever tier of job that he's looking for. He might go for a low-tier job, but it is going to have a gigantic gap in it, and an employer would look at that as a terrible sign. They'd be like, wait, what were you were making YouTube videos? And it doesn't matter if he was doing well. It doesn't matter if he was making a good amount of money. What matters... Well, the stream is like flashing. I don't know if that's on my end.
Reputation?
Sorry. Yeah, just the fact that he's got that huge gap in his resume. People are going to say, what the fuck is this? And they're going to Google him. Phil Burnell, they're going to see Darkside Phil, and if they do even a lick of research, they're going to see that people hate his guts, so, And
not to mention, no work ethic. He does not have the drive to work 40, sometimes maybe 50 or 60 hours a week. I don't think he even has the drive to work part-time. I mean, think about him making an effort to get up early. Let's say you got to wake up at 7, go to work, come home, blah, 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 do the same routine that he used to do.
He can't even stream on the times that he create. Like, he's late to his own streams. I've never seen a person do that.
All the time, too.
Yeah. Regularly, like... Yep. And then he, criticizes people if they say something about it. Like, oh...
That's like a good impression. Like he says he doesn't get a day off every day and all that stuff. But
oh yeah.
Every day is a damn day off for him.
Let's talk about that. The fact he says, "Oh yeah, I never get a day off. I just work so hard. I don't get any benefits." And he talks about how awesome it would be to have a real job. Yet just today in the stream, he says the only way he'd ever get a real job is if he absolutely had to. He's gonna sink his claws into this as long as he can.
Look, if he treated it as a hobby as opposed to like an actual job, and if he quit fucking talking about it being so stressful, then maybe more people would take him seriously. But treating it like it's this big thing that everyone fucking does, when everyone else is working their ass off in the community, everywhere around the world, while he gets to sit on his ass to play video games. He should fucking take that for granted. You should be fucking happy that he even gets any money from that shit.
He's delusional. I remember I saw this one tweet from him, like, not tweet, it was on the old forums. It was last year before the forums went down. And if anyone can find this, I know someone has this, please get that fucking forum post. I think a couple of you saw it. I remember one time he said that mentally his job was more like, I guess, taxing than a professional boxer. I swear he fucking said that. He said all they do is get hit in the head for a living. I looked at him like, all right.
But yeah,
that's just it. That's just attitude.
That's a bad attitude to have in the real world.
Sitting on your fucking couch looking at a screen, it's a tough job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not to mention that he's that he's completely out of shape at this point, and like if he were to work another job, then like how would he even function? Like Che, I remember one time you said that when he was doing his green screen stuff, that he got winded within like what 5 to 10 minutes or something.
Oh yeah, he was like running around and shit, and like literally like 3 seconds later, the guy's like huffing, and he's not running back and forth fast again. He's like, I would call it like a fast walk between the green screen, up and back.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
He was like strolling back and forth, and he got winded in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's all he did. That's all he did. And then I think a few days ago, he also Phil put out another tweet saying that he got like so winded after putting up his stupid foam that he arranged on his wall.
Yeah, because all that he does is sit around and play video games and eat fast food. Like his body has zero energy to do anything.
Is anyone about the whole gout thing? Isn't that for like people in their like mid-40s?
Yeah, and it's caused to like high salt content because all he eats is fast food.
I've got something for you to think about. Think about this.
What's up?
If Phil were to work extra hard or, basically put in overtime, that would mean that he would be sitting on his ass playing more video games and eating more fast food. Just let that sink in for a second. If he were to work harder and more, that would involve him sitting on his ass playing more video games and eating more fast food.
God.
So, there you go. But like I said, I mean, on his Ask the King, he literally just said, if I absolutely have to, I'll get a job, but otherwise, hell no. So, and Panda Lee obviously shares the same philosophy.
I don't know about you guys, but Phil has an uncanny resemblance to Review Tech USA. It's like they were separated at birth.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary if you really think about it, because they both do the same thing, technically.
Yeah. Both have Patreons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if Rich has it anymore.
He had one, but he
had
deleted it.
Yeah. Well, that's another tale for another time.
Angry Joe's long lost brother, third child,
born in the Burnell family. They share their similar traits. They like to make clickbait videos, and they both talk about food constantly. I don't fucking know.
Angry Joe Burnell.
Yeah.
Here's another thing Phil says about his occupation. A quote, courtesy again of Mr. Dragon Killer, the true DSP archives, a necessary, I would dare say this, a necessary follow. If you're not following this guy, get on it. But anyways, he says that there is no stable job in the United States. It does not exist.
What?
No
That's my mom.
Yes, there is.
So nothing in technology, nothing in transportation.
Yes, there is. Computer science,
Yeah,
you can get
there
a good
is.
amount of jobs with that.
Nothing in oil
The
production.
medical field,
Nothing.
the medical field is very prominent.
Electricity, water supply.
What?
Car production. There's no stable jobs, man.
What world is Phil
nothing
living in?
There's nothing that people need. There's no essentials that people absolutely need. There's no products that are part of people's lives, like cell phones or. And it's incorrect. There are no stable jobs.
Nope. None.
I mean, working at Apple is a roll of the dice, man. You have no idea if Apple's going to be around next year.
Yeah, man. It seems like they're slipping every year. You never know if they're just going to fall off the planet, you know.
Being a nurse and stuff, working in the hospital's going to shut down in 2 months.
People aren't going to get sick or injured anymore, dude. What are you talking about? People are going to be in perfect health their whole life.
Guys,
Just like
Phil
Phil.
can't be a
Their
nurse.
computers repaired.
What was that, Mr. Miles?
Phil wouldn't want to be a nurse. It's too demeaning for a man in some people's eyes. It's probably that way for Phil, too.
It's a good living, though. I know a couple of people that are male nurses, and, you know, they got a good living because, at least around here, the medical field is very prominent, and you'll be basically set if you, like, become, like, a nurse or anything like that.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
My sister's a doctor.
Dragoon says nobody gets gout. That's correct. We will not need any healthcare professionals to take care of the gout.
Mm-hmm.
What a gout!
The gout father.
What a gout!
What a gout! We're gonna
gout.
We're gonna be fucking making gout puns for like ever.
I'm without gout.
Without a gout.
No doubt about it, man. But some other things that Phil said today. If he started a family, there would be less gameplay and more vlog-style videos. Quote, having a kid is not even a blip on my radar. Right now, I want to have a successful business and pay off my debt.
I would seriously feel sorry for, you know, like, if Phil and Pandely somehow do get kids, I would pity them, like, so bad. Because I don't know, like, how, like, you know, like, how they would look up to their dad, like if they found out, like, how bad of a father he was, or how, you know, how terribly he set up his life in a way he did. It's like...
Everyone's making fucking gout puns in the chat. Sorry.
I like Darkstalkers. I said, get the fuck out, or some shit like that.
Fuck out.
Yeah, but I completely agree with you, Blue. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just thinking about the future, like how his career is going to be, and like what he's going to do.
He's not making any views as much as he did like several years ago.
He makes it out to be like he makes it out to be that, like, you know, that this is his job and he relies off those views. But what he doesn't seem to realize is that maybe it's just the fact that people like move on and find him uninteresting, and they feel like he could do more things than just playing every new game that comes out. Maybe he play a game that he actually really enjoys. Like, he does those marathons and shit, but it's just like it's just like if he did it all the time, I'm thinking like maybe more people would come across.
It's already
him.
boring already.
But yeah, like, that's the thing though. But he put it upon himself.
Yeah.
Like, nothing lasts forever. Nobody's gonna want to see like a 40, 50-year-old DSP trying to do the same shit. Especially when the audience gets older and he's not gonna be able to bring in, you know, the fucking teenagers and shit because he's like an old man.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget Patreon. Nobody's gonna continue paying this guy for so long, I guess.
Patreon.
Here's my theory, okay? And how terrible will this be? But let's say DSP does have to get like part-time or a job where he gets older and shit because he's like 10 years older than Pandely. What if Pandely tries taking the crown from him, tries to take over his work for him in 10 years? If he's still around, which is not going to happen.
Nah, she would rig him up to strings and have him play the game.
Okay, guys. I can't do it. I don't even want to think about it.
I saw Pandely's gameplay. It's terrible. It's like much worse than how Phil does it. I mean,
this is me playing Mortal Kombat X.
Operation fucking Raccoon City was terrible. Everyone was annoyed by her.
All she did was just bitch at, you know, Phil, Rambo, and I forgot that last guy who was playing with her. Yeah, all she did was just bitch and complain about what happened at the end of the game, like calling them assholes or something like that.
It's annoying. You're trying to sit down and relax, and you have this woman just, I don't even want to think about it.
Screaming in your ear.
Ah! Look at me, Phil. I remember one time she was like, Phil, look at me, I'm pretty. Like, come on. Get out of here, man.
How old is she right now? She's 21 right now?
21.
9 years old.
21.
She still acts like a fucking 13-year-old right now.
She acts like a 7-year-old.
She could share some of that late night drinks.
And that fucking like rape joke, or what was it? Like, I'm a victim of rape.
God damn it!
That was so stupid.
I don't even want to talk about
She
it.
tweeted this like a few days ago. she tweeted this like a few days ago saying, "Oh, I'm a rape victim and of circumstance." Whatever the fuck she wrote.
If she's a rape victim, then Phil's the one that did it.
See, the thing is, the whole thing about the band, like, she was in an argument with somebody, and it was going on for like a couple hours, and I guess she was losing, or she felt she was losing, so she basically said, I'm a rape victim, do you want to say anything else? Listen, I'm not, the subject is very serious, of course, but when someone tries to throw it out like that on an argument on Twitter, and so subtle, you know what I mean? I just can't believe it. I just think it's like a grab for attention.
Yeah, it is. It's like, if like, you know, if, like, I don't know, I personally don't know anyone who actually is a rape victim, but if they actually were, they wouldn't talk about this stuff, like, ever. Like, it would be like, you know, it would be on their minds, like, in a very negative way, and they would just, like, talk about something else instead of, like, whatever happened to them, I guess.
I wouldn't think it'd be like, oh, well, like something to, like almost kind of like celebrating it if you really think about it. I mean, to do it to try and win an argument,
yeah, that's
just weird.
That just makes you look worse.
Yeah, like someone said on Twitter, the way she was like doing those dick motions on that one video, a real rape victim wouldn't act like that.
Oh my god.
I went too far with that comment about Phil. I'm sorry.
Maybe she had trauma and she just needed
You're
to let
fine.
it out.
This is the same damn woman. What'd you say, Miles?
About the whole Phil and Pandalene being the one if she was a rape victim. I feel like a dick, kinda.
You're good. Remember, this is the same woman that called the cops because someone was playing her music a little bit too loud, and I saw that video. It wasn't as loud as she was proclaiming to be, and she was like jumping up and down.
Dang.
I don't know.
Keep it out there, bitch. At the end.
I don't know, man. I don't even know why the hell that's even a reason to call the cops. I'm just gonna look at her and be like, "Why did you call us again?"
Yeah.
Have you been drinking?
I don't know. I just think that's pretty fucking stupid reason to call the cops.
Yeah, there's a lot of people around here call cops for stupid reasons too. I remember my teacher used to work as a police operator, and this dude called the cops because somebody was singing like mariachi songs to their mom on Mother's Day and shit like that. And people call the cops over that shit. I'm like, come on, dude, calm down.
Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing to bring to this other than just people are stupid.
Yeah.
End of story.
Well, I just watched a bit of Ask the King, that's why I wasn't talking as much, but he just finished, and nothing really all that notable from there. I saw a question on the forums where he was being asked about his detractors and all that kind of stuff. He skipped that question. Took a lot from Cured With My Brain, obviously, because, you know, he wants to. And so that's that with Ask the King. If anyone has any things that they want to hear our take on or whatever, you can just throw it in the chat real quick or in the Google Doc if you do have access to it, which I could link it to. Is there anything other Phil things right off the top with Ask the King or anything else that we want to cover before we start knocking out some of these viewer-submitted topics?
He just said recently, like a couple minutes ago, he started talking about Hatred, the game Hatred, a very controversial game. He said it was vile and disgusting, and he would never play, and the devs were sick, and he doesn't get satisfaction from killing people. Yeah.
Okay. Have you played that? Have played Carmageddon and fucking Night Trap and all that shit?
Well, he definitely derived a lot of satisfaction seeing some guy getting hung in The Witcher 3.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, a lot of satisfaction and Clementine having to patch herself up and Walking Dead season 2. Nobody mentions that.
Laughing hysterically. Not to mention I think on that very same playthrough he made a fucking joke after the death of Paul Walker. Like that was around the same time that happened. Like he made a joke after Paul Walker's death.
But hatred's a controversial one.
That's fucked up, man.
That's fucked up.
It's like when I heard him say that, it's like it was like, dude, why do you find this funny? It's like the guy just died in a car crash. You think it's a really good idea to fucking bring that up on the very same time that happened? Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not the smartest tool in the shed.
In the shed, yep.
But he has a tool nonetheless, so.
Exactly.
But, alright, so we'll revisit the Phil stuff once we get more material going. We do want to get into some of these viewer-submitted questions. So, let me go ahead and I'll grab the first question. This one is submitted by Retribution. Thank you very much, Retribution. And it is the Ultra Street Fighter 4 port, sorry for the pop, for PS4. Now, as you can see, me, Mr. Renegade, and Mr. Blake, who isn't here right now, but shout out to Mr. Blizzy Blake, who has one of the most dreadful Twitter feeds on the face of the earth. But nonetheless, have you seen it, Lupo?
Yeah, it's interesting if you're into that kind of stuff.
Into what? It's like a snuff film in Twitter.
Surrealistic Twitters.
It's a snuff feed.
Sure.
But anyways,
going on his news
turning
feed.
into a robot.
Oh, it's my Skype lagged. That's all. Yeah.
Oh,
oh no, you're lagging again.
But anyways, for you or for everybody? Does anyone else hear me lagging?
No. It was for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Get
know
your
why.
shit together, Moogle.
Well, 'cause my internet's terrible. I'm sorry.
His internet's freezing again.
It's freezing.
Internet's stuck in an ice cube.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I
Good
wish.
Canadian connection.
I don't think your internet's terrible. You've been able to stream, I don't know, like 80% of the podcast so far. So
Yeah, I don't know. Just lately, it's been absolutely horrid. But yeah, going on Blake's newsfeed, it's like going on 4chan.
But anyways,
awful.
Blake Chan.
Ultra Street Fighter 4 port to PS4. As you can see, we are playing Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the PC, specifically the Steam version. They had a Steam sale a couple weeks ago, so we all scooped it up for $15, and we've been playing it a lot. Obviously, jumping on and trying to get ranked matches and stuff like that is not very fun, because you either have people that are brand new and therefore bought it for the Steam sale, or you've got people that somehow, some way, were playing the fucking game since it came out or for a long time.
I had AE before Ultra came out, and I got a deal on it where I bought it for $8. So I got the upgrade for $8 for Ultra.
That's cool.
Yeah, and yeah, that's how I have it. So yeah, it's fun. I really like it. I'm not like the biggest Street Fighter guy. Like I'll play it once in a blue moon and I have a lot of fun with it. Fighting games aren't really my thing though, but I have fun doing it despite how much I suck at it.
You say
I recently bought Ultra Street Fighter 4 on my PS4 just yesterday, and so far, it works fine. I mean, like, there were a couple laggy matches I got into, but overall it plays somewhat the same as like how I did the last gen, I guess.
I've seen clips on some of the glitches on the PS4 version, and it varies really.
Okay.
The glitches.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you from experience. The PS4 version, when my friend tried playing it online, it was horrible. Absolutely atrocious. And even offline, it's even worse. There's glitches and shit. Like he showed me the Guile glitch where the sonic booms are invisible. Like I was thinking maybe I was thinking like maybe it's just on certain games or whatever the glitch happens, but no, it's literally like how they have it. And it's terrible.
I saw one where it was like the screen was flickering and the sprites were like paused, and like every other frame they would be moving. It was really weird. So like there were like 4 sprites on the screen at once, or 4 models on the screen at once, but only 2 of them were really moving. It was really weird and awkward. Yeah. I hope they fix it and iron it out.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
Actually, they will.
Yeah, my friend is not too happy with his purchase at all. Like he's a big fighting game guy, and seeing that the game is completely botched, like he's not too happy about it, so he just went back to playing Dead or Alive last round, which he's a big fan of. So yeah, he loves boob jiggles. So I mean,
all the boob jiggles.
I'll give him that. But yeah,
Don't we all?
yeah, it's like I don't know, it's pretty disappointing to hear that because like seeing the game going into next gen, you'd think Capcom would learn their lesson, especially when it comes to porting games to next gen. But no, they didn't.
Yeah,
kind of sucks.
It's kind of like a repeat on when USF4 came to PC. It's kind of like the same kind of problems, where just some random glitches and shit like that.
Yeah,
seems to be good now, so that's why I'm not really worried about it. They'll fix it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the online.
Yeah.
Like it is really laggy, like super laggy. It's worse than the PS3 one. That's how bad it was.
Damn.
The
Yeah.
reason for that was because Capcom didn't directly port it over. They had some other development team do it, which wasn't a very good decision, as you can tell, just because of how many problems are with it.
Yeah.
Like, how would they entrust another company to take care of this stuff for them? I mean,
because
first off,
Capcom.
Does anyone know what company ordered this besides Capcom?
Let's be honest, Capcom can't even trust themselves.
I don't know which one specifically, but it was kind of like an unknown, I believe. But it was weird how they did that, and it's not a good idea because a lot of times they fuck it up. Like just like how Konami did with Silent Hill HD, same kind of shit. They ported over, they made some other random developer do it, and they fucked up the game. So great. So that's really lame that Capcom allowed that to happen, and it's dumb.
They should use Rufus as homage to DSP. That's pretty funny.
Let's get a bunch of sound clips every time he gets hit. Come on!
I was blocking that. Come on.
Okay.
It was laggy as fuck.
And then every time he punches, he burps.
Yes.
Okay, so the PS4 version of Ultra Street Fighter 4 was published and developed by Sony Computer Entertainment of America's third-party production group. Which, that's the actual name of the company.
Oh, is that the one that went out of business?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, it was a pretty dumb thing to do, and now Capcom has to fix
Do they have
it.
a history?
I can look it up right now, but I've never heard of them. It's a production
I've never heard of them
group.
either. I just want to know their history because this could lead to why the game is shit.
People are saying it was Other Ocean, actually, that ported it over.
Other Ocean?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
What the fuck is Other Ocean?
Hold on, let me look.
It says right now, though, that it was developed and published by the third-party production team. This team also... Apparently this team also ported Borderlands 2 on PS Vita. Sony launches... Okay, so this third-party production thing was made in 2013, and they helped bring Borderlands 2 to the PS Vita, which is the worst way to play Borderlands 2, and Ultra Street Fighter 4 is the worst version to play Ultra Street Fighter 4 on PS4, so it doesn't seem like this is a very good team, but for some reason Capcom lent it over to them. That's probably why Ultra Street Fighter 4 is on PS4 and not Xbox One or Wii U, and that's just really stupid that they would do that.
Yeah, they should have just kept it in their own hands and ported it over, but I guess they just didn't want to work with the PS3 or some shit like that. You never know.
I suppose.
Possible.
All right. So, we've had a considerable amount of time with Mr. Blue Spade, so thank you very much, Blue Spade. We're going to move on to our next calling guest. We've got about, I think, 6 tonight. So we'll keep in touch with you, good sir. Is there anything that you want to plug, your Twitter, anything like that? Where can we keep up with you?
Yeah, my Twitter is at BlueSpade70226, and you can also look at my YouTube channel, which is the exact same thing, I pretty much upload like various different videos, including WWE simulations, gameplay videos, and recently, a few months ago, I uploaded my WrestleMania videos.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went to WrestleMania 31 in my hometown, and it was pretty good. It was an enjoyable
experience. Man. Lucky dog. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Che, you saw my pic with the Paige just a while ago.
Well, Che dropped, but his jaw would drop.
Oh, Che's got here?
Che actually dropped a little bit ago. I don't know what happened to him. I'll try to call him back in, but he dropped a little while ago.
His jaw will drop like his internet connection.
Exactly. But that's awesome, man. Me and Che are gonna have to talk to you more in the future about wrestling. If you're a big fan, we do our podcast off and on, and we watch.
Your shootcast.
Yeah.
Shootcast.
Yes. But yeah, man. Obviously, we appreciate you calling in. We'll keep in touch with you and all that good stuff. So thanks, man.
All right, no problem. Glad to be here.
Catch you later, man.
Later,
dude.
All right. So we're moving on to Mr. Now, I said this man's name incorrectly, actually, one of the first times I ever introduced him on the podcast. But this time, I learned my lesson. This time, I know exactly how it's pronounced, and I'm going to read it as I pronounce it. We're connecting right now with Mr. Dark Stalkers 47. Mr. Stalkers, how are you doing, good sir?
Great answer.
Perfect. All right.
Also, how the fuck do you fuck up saying Dark Stalkers?
I call them Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dark Souls.
Because I didn't look at it. Because I didn't look at it, and I just did it off the top of my head.
Dark Souls. Huh.
Well, Loophole, I'm sure you can understand why I would say that his name is Dark Souls. So.
No, actually.
I had someone else on my mind, Loophole.
And that would be.
A certain someone.
A certain.
Mr. Dental Deficiencies.
The
Dragon Ball Z guy.
Daniel?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still don't see it, but okay.
The name is very simple.
He has his Twitter handle as that.
He has Dark and then.
Oh, shit and a half. Nope. That's nope.
Ooh, that was some bad feedback.
Nope. All right.
Dark.
Well, we'll try to reconnect with Mr. Dark Stalkers after he buys a new microphone. Yeah, that's a whole load of notes. I don't know what the hell that was. I said shit and a half. Like, that's a way, like, people usually say shit. I say shit and a half to really give, the emphasis. This is not just shit, it's shit and a half. Almost two quantities of shit. So,
almost.
Yeah. So
almost double shit.
He'll be back.
It's actually a funny story. The first time I ever said shit and a half, I was trashed. I had a bag of tortilla chips in one hand. I had some salsa in the other hand. I was downstairs in the basement with my girlfriend at the time, and the phone started ringing. And I was so content with the chips and the salsa and being on that floor of the house, the prospect of going up the stairs, answering a phone, not being able to eat the chips, all those different things came together, and the only thing I could come up with at the time was shit and a half. So yeah, that's mine, and you're allowed to use it. Just make sure you pay me royalties for it. That's all I ask. So.
You gotta pay me a nickel every time you say shit and a half.
Well, I don't know about a nickel. You must sell yourself short. I've been doing that shishes, but anyways, let's see. We do have another person we can try to call in. And let me see real quick. I'll try to reconnect with Dark Stalkers if he.
Almost said Dark Souls again.
Hopefully his mic is fixed, but
hopefully whatever he did, he does everything the opposite way.
Dark Stalkers?
Yeah. You could dark suck my nuts. How about that?
Ooh.
All right,
He's
Mr.
nuts?
Oh wait, he's not. Yeah, I'm so afraid of what's going to happen when he connects.
We're all afraid.
It's like he pointed a hairdryer directly at his laptop.
That
would be a great way to troll us, but please don't do that. Do that to Lupo. Lupo likes it.
Oh,
they have snow-nados in Canada?
Snow-nados.
It's more like Blizzard. They have what do they call that? Yeah. But anyways, we'll move on. We're connecting with Mr. Dark Stock. Nope, strike 2.
Still bad. All
right, so never mind on that.
Nope.
Yeah, that is a boatload of nope. No offense, no offense. We like you. You're a good guy. We've talked to you several times. Part of a Skype group of ours, but we can't do that. But anyways, we're about to connect with the illustrious Mr. Dr. Fizz. Let's see here. Let's just move on to another topic while we're waiting to connect. One of the other pieces of gaming news that we obviously have very intricately linked to the fighting game community would be Mortal Kombat X delayed on last gen, and that is going to be 360 and PS3. It is apparently going to be delayed until the fall. So people that did not have next gen are going to be missing out on some Mortal Kombat X action and a whole load of paid DLC, which is going to suck. So, any opinions on Mortal Kombat X and the depravity of sorts?
Well, to be honest, I mean, it's not like you should be surprised. The consoles are going out, and they probably didn't even get it. They couldn't even get it to 60 FPS, which you need for a fighting game. So yeah, they probably had that last gen version in mind at first, but then they quickly moved on to the next gen, and but they already announced last gen. I guess they wanted to be nice and release the last gen for people who don't have next gen consoles or PCs. But to be honest, like, it's just another thing of, all right, these consoles are getting out. These consoles, PS3, Xbox 360, they're getting old. It should be time to move on. So personally, it doesn't really bother me. I can see if you only have a PS3 or whatever, you might be mad, but it should be expected by at this point that next gen is going to be taking over very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fully understand that, and I'm upgrading to a PC in the meantime. But I got a PS3 and Xbox 360. I just spend my time playing old games because I know the new games are gonna run bad. Like, I know that, and everybody should know that. Just go back and play the old games, people, because the new games aren't gonna be optimized as well.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
So yes, we all are pretty much in agreement. It sucks, but the next gen consoles have been out for quite a while, and obviously they haven't taken hold quite the way they should. There, should be some reason to buy a next gen console. I don't want to say anything too controversial, but in my opinion, there hasn't really been anything that's made me say I really need to get a next gen console. I actually was very, very interested in Dead Rising 3 of all games, which I ended up playing, and I would have been so remorseful had I have went out and spent like $500 on an Xbox One to play fucking Dead Rising 3, but it was good. It was a good game, but it's on PC, a lot of different games. Crackdown 3 is good, but I don't think I'll get a next gen, especially not an Xbox One. If I were going to get a next gen, I'd probably get a PS4. But, there has to be a reason to get it next gen, and there has to be some attention and focus given to it. So, yeah, if maybe they can, Fred, there's a huge warning for the PC version. PC version of what? Mortal Kombat X? Anyways, moving on. It looks like we're connecting with Mr. Dr. Fizz right now, so once he picks up the phone, we will be,
Picks up the phone?
Well, a Skype phone. It's a phone call. After he picks up the internet device, his internet communication device, we'll be able to connect with him, and we'll be graced with Mr. Fizz's presence. He actually just did I think it was a Fizz Tries It. I don't know if he called it a DSP Tries It, but he ate the Hardee's burger with the hot dog on it and the potato chips. So that was pretty good.
It was Carl's Jr., by the way.
Well, it's the same for Carl.
God damn it.
Have a family meal, you guys.
I'm looking at the hamburger.
Yeah.
Oh, Caulfield.
No Fizz.
I like Fizz's picture, though.
No
it's Noodle
Fizz,
from
flat soda.
Gorillas.
I have no idea what it is. But anyways.
It's Noodle from Gorillas.
One more thing that we'll cover as far as gaming news for right now, there are a couple other topics. One topic I'll nerd out about if you'll give me the opportunity, but here is a brief one we can touch on. It's a two-parter. This is submitted by Mr. Pixelbuster. Thank you, Mr. Pixelbuster. Twitch bans AO-rated games.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the second part is GOG will not be selling hatred. So let's get into this first. Twitch bans AO games. What do you guys think about this? Does this signify that they want to cater to a younger audience and be, fun for all ages kind of deal?
I just don't think they want porn on their front page. I'm sorry.
Hatred doesn't have porn. It's mostly because there's no reason why, because it means AO. They're basically saying, don't stream hatred, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's in direct response to hatred, you know? Could you, here's a question, I don't know if anyone knows this off the top of their head, but could you possibly play the AO version of San Andreas? San
Andreas, yeah.
I mean, that would be a technicality, right? But, I mean, what exactly is Twitch looking for here? I'm pretty sure they don't allow, pornography, right? Any sort of nudity?
No nudity and, no abuse.
No abuse?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that Phil isn't on Twitch anymore now that he has his Patreon up, because that would definitely be against the rules. But, I don't know. Hatred is getting a lot of flack, like a real lot of flack, and a lot of people are trying to wash their hands of the game entirely. So, it makes people want to play it more, to be honest with you. It's like the game behind the counter that you're not allowed to have, right?
Streisand effect.
Yeah.
The more you try to censor it, the more people want to do it.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to playing Hatred. It's a shame that GOG is not going to sell it, because they're going to lose out on a lot of business. And if they want to take a moral stand, that's completely within their rights to say we don't want that kind of money. But it's definitely going to be a game that's going to generate a lot of attention, a lot of buzz, and I feel like it's going to be one of those type of things. I wouldn't call it quite a cultural event, but you kind of get what I'm getting at. It's like one of those things that you kind of want to experience because everybody else is going to, Something where you want to be able to participate in the discussion to say you played it.
Yeah, I can see that. But really all it is just free roam GTA, in my opinion.
I think it's a bit more limited than that. Free roam GTA is just GTA.
It'd be like Postal 1, which was a top-down shooter. Or the old GTAs. GTA 1 and 2. Probably.
I can see that. Well, how did all this start anyway? It picked up controversy because it was announced right when Gamergate started to be popular. And all the SJWs went to that, right? And that's what kind of stirred up this little controversy here. Plus the content. I really, if you want to play it, play it. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a video game.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, like Lupin said too, this AO ban is really a way for them just to prevent people from streaming hatred on it. Hitbox has gone on record saying that they will allow people to stream it. Only caveat is you have to make sure that you specify your stream as being an 18 and older stream, which, how effective could that possibly be? But
I remember there was some controversy happening with the new Senran Kagura game with the Estival Versus that apparently there's too much nudity in the game, so they banned that from for people to stream the game, and now it's happening with a bunch of games, which is kind of I don't know if I could say, because they're adding more rules to their TOS and they're kind of contradicting themselves a little bit, because They made the rules about no nudity on the stream and shit, you should wear a shirt and shit if you have cleavage showing, but there's still fucking those girls on stream that would have their tits hanging out and shit, and they're allowing that, and they're getting a fuck ton of views and shit.
Well, they don't allow that anymore.
No, there's still people doing it regardless.
Yep, the boobers.
Yeah. Popular people?
Yup. Casey Tron's still doing it. So she's already breaking the rules, despite the fact that she tried to censor herself.
But they want money.
Yep. They want horny dudes' money. That's what they want.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, if you're... why ban hatred if you're gonna get money from it? That's the thing here. That's, like, the main thing. You're losing business. Now, Hitbox is gonna get all your money. Like, you know? That's kind of what it goes to.
I'm gonna say this, like, straight up. I really think it's terrible. Like, the moderation team and the admins on there are idiots for even allowing this. Because it does hurt the business a little bit. Because, like, people can make their streams, like, 18 plus. Like, how much do you have to censor your stream to be able to play Hatred? That makes no sense. It's just, like, if you really think about it, there's a lot of games that are way more violent, or just as violent as Hatred is. Has anyone ever played Carmageddon before? Now, that game is fucking insane.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just even for a really, really old game, that shit is crazy.
Well, that game had an arcade machine, didn't it?
I think it was a PC-only game. I don't know if
Was it?
I don't know if it had an arcade machine. I could be wrong on that, but
I could have swore I saw that in arcade once.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe it was like a knockoff, but
yeah,
it had the same premise behind it.
I don't know. It's really odd.
Didn't seem to be in arcades. It was in PC and 64 place. Yeah, I don't see a arcade thing.
It was just a different game then.
I wonder if YouTube will allow people to stream Hatred.
That would be a big kicker one. I'm pretty sure they will, because they like money. But
they like money.
So
they probably will.
That is the best way to say it.
Nah, they're not going to do anything, I don't think.
Yeah, they're going to let people stream it and post it. I mean, come on. I mean, people post, like, GTA and censored versions of, like, Bible Black and everything. I mean, they're really, really, really okay usually with that type of stuff. As long as it's not too serious. Now, if it gets to the point where you see, like, you know, people getting their limbs torn off regularly and just really disturbing things, and they might limit it or something.
But that's Mortal Kombat X, so...
True. I mean, if Mortal Kombat X can be streamed on YouTube, I think Hatred could too.
I mean, in Mortal Kombat X, the brutalities are literally brutal. People get.
Well, they're called brutalities for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. So if that's like the thing. Where do we draw the line at controversy when it's like people fighting each other or dude shooting people? But yeah, situations.
Anyways, I'm trying to connect with our next call-in guest, so actually let's grab him right now. There we go. And alright, now all we
got
have
a bit
to do,
of feedback.
Yeah, we've got the stream a little bit, but we've got at Life After Death. How you doing, good sir?
I'm good, thanks.
I can still hear the stream a little bit.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
Oh, no problem, man.
Alright.
So, Mr. Life After Death, how are you doing, good sir?
I'm good, thanks.
Awesome. So, I don't know if you've been watching, but we've had, obviously, a number of different topics that we weighed in on. Is there any opinion that you had on any of the topics that we covered prior, or would you like to just roll on?
I guess we can just move on.
Yep. So, finishing up that, obviously, weird that they're going to have the ban on the AO games. There aren't really that many AO games, so this isn't really going to cover that many. But I think it's, like Loophole said, a deliberate action towards specifically Hatred. So,
to be honest, I think the whole banning AO games, to me, it's like it's pandering towards the politically correct SJW nonsense in a way.
I can definitely see that, and I do see that because I think that let's say some parent starts complaining and raising a stink because their child's was exposed to hatred. This is going to be like GTA,
Yeah.
So it's going to be the game that everyone demonizes. It's going to be seen as, you know, terrible and all that other stuff. So
yeah, well, most of the game, I imagine a lot of the gaming community may say that it's going to be a pretty good game, or I guess we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. So there's another topic. Now this one is going to be pretty in depth. So we might all have to go to a website and check out a couple things here and there. But this was submitted by two different people. We've got Jose and Evil Table, and this is our expectations and predictions and just general things that we want to see at E3 this year. So who wants to start off with E3 hopes, predictions, or wishes?
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4. Yeah.
Fallout 4 is the big one that a lot of people want.
What about the What about the Shenmue 3 though?
Yeah,
I just want to point out me.
That's a big surprise. It's been rumored that Shenmue 3 is going to be announced. So if it's not at if it's not at the PlayStation or Xbox, then I'm going to be upset.
Has the same chance of the Dreamcast 2 coming out.
Nah, I never said anything about Dreamcast 2. It's never going to happen. But Shenmue 3 is definitely happening, and it's probably going to be shown off at E3 this year, hopefully.
They're releasing another Sonic game. Watch.
I just want to quickly point out that I just perfected Renegade with Zangief on Street Fighter 4, as you guys just saw. So, anyways.
I'm excited for Mass Effect 4. I think there's going to be more details announced on the game during E3.
Yeah, I really do hope that with the Mass Effect series, I was about to say Max Payne, but with the Mass Effect series, that they do go farther into the future, because it seems like the plot for 3 basically wrapped up everything in that generation.
Yeah, BioWare said that the Commander Shepard story is over.
Alright.
Odds are there may be some returning characters, but I wouldn't expect any characters beyond someone like Rex, Liara, Garrus, or someone who an alien that lives beyond a couple hundred years.
I've never fucking played a Mass Effect game. I really need to play the games.
You can buy. I think you can buy the trilogy on Origin for a good price.
Oh, that'd be awesome, actually, because I have some money in my account. I'll have to do that. Anyway, let Fred say something.
Oh, okay. Directly on the air. Let's do a smooth segue, Moogle. We've got the man we were trying to connect with, the elusive, and not that doctor that you're thinking of, the Doctor of Fizz. Mr. Doctor, how are you doing, good sir?
I'm doing good. How are we all doing today?
We're doing fantastic. Yep. It is great to speak with you again. It's great to have you on the podcast. A great friend of the show, one of our favorite individuals in the whole wide world. So thank you very much for joining us tonight, man.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So, as I mentioned just a little bit ago, while we were trying to connect with you, you had recently eaten one hell of a hamburger that contains hot dogs and potato chips. Tell us about that.
Well, I can't believe no one's parodied this DSP Tries It, but it kind of was just a statement on how stupid the whole thing was, because no one wants to see him eat food in front of a camera. Like, what purpose is there to eat food in front of a camera? I mean, at least we know that you do have gout based on what you're eating, but nevertheless, we can't. So I just decided to just kind of make fun of that and eat this crazy hamburger that has a hot dog and baked Lay's potato chips, because that's what America needs.
Not baked Lay's, my friend. These are kettle chips.
Kettle chips.
Well, I stand corrected.
How dare you assume that there's something healthy on that burger? Or at least not as bad. I don't want to say healthy, but...
Did you... oh, sorry, go on.
I was just going to say it was a bit of a unique DSP Tries It because there was basically it was like a running commentary. You know, it wasn't just a Phil impression. There was some commentary, some editorial work there. So that was very good. It was a nice change of pace, and I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, okay, cool. That's what he looks like." Was that an on-screen debut for the Doctor of Fizz?
That was an on-screen debut.
Awesome. So that was really fun. Do you have any plans to do more of those in the future?
Yeah, I do. I really don't know what to try, so I'm now open to suggestions of what to eat. And I'll definitely go ahead and eat it if it's just suggestions. We'll leave it at that.
I would eat an entire dinner box.
There you go.
Eat a what?
These are like food challenges now.
A McDonald's dinner box. It's got like 2 Big Macs, 3 or 4 cheeseburgers or something. Like
Okay, we're not asking him to get fat, Miles.
That sounds like a hell of a series. Watch me get fat. I would say stick to like the most ridiculous stuff that you can. You know, like the more ridiculous, the better. Like that burger with the fucking hot dog and chips. That was perfect. That's like the perfect thing to fucking get all.
Especially when you see they call it the most American burger. Like American of what? Like diabetes and gout apparently.
They missed the boat. They could have called it the America Burger. Apostrophe America Burger, and that would have been fucking awesome, but unfortunately they missed the boat.
I don't know about you, Fizz, but if you ever came here and you went to a place called the Whistle Stop, they make this poutine that's like a massive fucking box, and there's like a shit ton of fries in it, and fuck ton of gravy and cheese. It is probably the most unhealthy thing you could possibly eat. I'd like to see you eat that.
And the most Canadian thing.
No,
it is,
I had an idea.
Ridiculous. I'm
just telling you that.
What's up?
Does he have 5 guys near him?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people that live in this town.
I can in the burger place.
I saw what you did there, Fred.
Great job, Fred. But if he has 5 guys in his town, he should get like a burger with like everything on it and like a large fry.
Oh god, that kills my stomach just hearing that.
Oh god.
Let's check.
Oh gosh.
Okay, sorry about that. That probably sucked.
What's up?
My microphone like fell down.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear it either.
Oh, so you died.
Awesome, perfect. Yeah, the chandelier fell down.
Just like when Luke dropped his microphone on a glass.
Yeah, he died too.
Oh, we actually do have a
Lupo's
5
probably
guys.
gonna die during the
Yes.
during the marathon. So
get a 5 guys burger with everything on it, and then a large fry, and that'll be the most ridiculous thing you'll probably eat because it's so freaking like calorie rich.
Okay, I'll do that this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Sounds gross.
Looking forward to it. So that's that as far as Mr. Fizz's aspirations as a food reviewer. Yeah, I mean, I think that if you put a Google Doc out or some shit like that, maybe posted it on your Twitter feed, I think a lot of people would look at it. Probably a lot of people would get excited about it. Obviously, we'll share it. It's the least we can do to help you out. And if I were you, though, I would, try to try to limit it to like one every couple weeks or some shit like that. Maybe use it as a cheat day.
And I'm not like. It's just to make fun of Phil. That's all it is.
I'm just saying, just be careful. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't get a damn heart attack now.
Yeah, you're gonna do like.
I haven't died yet, so I'm pretty good.
You're gonna do a shit ton of them and end up with the gout.
Just be careful, because I ended up gaining like a ridiculous amount of weight due to all that milk challenge.
Well, you don't always die of a heart attack. It's severe, but it's not. Doesn't necessarily kill you.
Yeah, there's actually I think there's something like if you like fucking like cough really really hard while you're having a heart attack, you can survive it.
Yeah, because it resets the rhythm of your heart.
Yeah. So there you go. For all of our viewers out there, if you're ever having a heart attack, take it from Dr. Fucks. Just cough your ass off, and you'll survive. So there you go.
That means if you're dying, cough very, very loud.
Yes. If you're lying, if you're lying. And Dr. Fucks, if you're lying, then but anyways, yeah, if you're dying, just take a hit of the strong pack and you'll be just fine. So there you go. Medicinal marijuana for the heart attacks. But anyways, that's fantastic. One of the topics also that we were asked to cover, being the E3 predictions. So we'll get back into that. One of the big things everybody mentioned right off the top, obviously, Fallout 4. I'm pretty confident that they're going to announce it. I'm pretty confident that it's going to look pretty good. I think they're going to make the trailer look really, really good. I think that the latest rumors were, and these being latest, they're kind of long established, that it was going to be in Boston this time around.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah.
That they had like photographers around MIT and stuff like that. So
yeah, they called that part of the wasteland the Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Midwest, too, I think, was another rumor, but we'll see. Bethesda has their own conference, so it's like, what else are they going to show, really?
Yeah.
So it could just be, imagine a whole conference just for one game. I could believe that. That'd be pretty cool.
What I want in Fallout, I want, no loading screens when entering buildings, because that really takes me out of it,
Yeah, the console versions of Fallout 3 weren't that great.
Well, the PC version.
No, even the PC version had problems.
Well, I ran it on an SSD, and I didn't really get any sort of loading screens. Yeah.
Loading screens wasn't really a huge problem. It was at first, it was made to be Windows XP, then you had to run in compatibility mode, and then it had crappy resolution. Yeah, but they fixed it after it got out of games for Windows Live or whatever, but at first wasn't so great. But yeah, Fallout 4 next gen with no loading times, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be incredible. So that's definitely one I'm looking forward to if they announce it, and I think they are, because Bethesda has their own thing, and The Evil Within 2, no. So I'm looking forward to that, if that happens to be the case.
Mm-hmm. Fallout New Vegas 2?
No. At least
I do hope that they stick with the correct storyline, make it more story centered. The correct storyline.
Fucking Shade 2.0.
What is that?
Hold on. Fuck about the story. The game itself is good.
The past couple minutes.
Hold on, I gotta put on my monitor here.
Where's
fucking
my
Carl?
shotgun?
That's great.
How do I use the rations?
Where's my car?
Metal Gear.
So credit to that old
to my frickin' rations.
Who created this for us. Thank you.
That is brilliant.
Shaggoth.
Oh.
It's keyboard.
Oh, someone's going crazy on the keyboard there.
It's the deaf guy.
Yeah, it's a mechanical keyboard, right, Moogle?
No, that was definitely a laptop keyboard.
That was a laptop keyboard.
Because of the way it resonated through the laptop. But anyways, instead of dissecting the keyboard, we'll move on to more entertaining things, such as E3 predictions. Me, personally, I'm looking forward to... I have to think about it.
Far Cry 5.
I don't think there's going to be a Far Cry 5. It's possible that there's going to be more Street Fighter 5 footage or gameplay, which would be great. One of the things I was actually going to nerd out about is going to be the upcoming release of a few graphics cards. So first and foremost, at E3, they're going to have AMD's answer to things like the Titan X and the 980. They're going to release the 300 series, possibly the 390X. Unfortunately, though, for AMD, they're going to be going with the first generation of 3D stacked memory, which only goes up to 4 gigabytes, which is not going to be good for them, but it'll be alright. And also the GTX 980 Ti, which is going to be very close to the Titan X, which is probably something I'll be getting. So that's what I'm looking forward to at E3, is actually new graphics cards, so I can continue my reign as a PC Master Race member, which is fantastic.
And PC has its own conference. By PC Gamer, I think. They have their own conference.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's pretty cool.
That's where the AMD event is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's pretty cool.
390X, like I said, it's enticing, I guess. I just bought a new G-Sync monitor, so I'm kind of stuck with NVIDIA for a while, or at least I want to be. So... yeah, having the 980 Ti is going to be pretty sweet, and I'll probably cap some pretty good footage with it, and I'll be able to play Witcher 3 with Hairworks on. Dude, the fucking hair is going to be fantastic.
Those hair physics, man.
I'm putting
That's Witcher 3,
Hairworks
right?
on that motherfucker. Yeah, Witcher 3.
Nice.
I'm putting Hairworks on the bitch. 144 frames per second. Max the fuck out. You know how it is.
Hey,
I
man.
feel that it's not optimized well, actually.
Well, it's not. Well, see, this is the problem why you don't want to have an AMD card. You see, NVIDIA having about 75% of the market can basically do whatever the fuck they want. And it, question from Jack Davis. I do not have the Asus ROG Swift. I have the Acer XB270HU, which is a 1440p monitor, G-Sync, IPS display. I did not want to get the ROG Swift because it does not have an IPS display. It has a TN panel, terrible colors, so I actually went with the Acer XB27. It doesn't roll off the tongue, but anyways, the Acer Predator. And it only has a 4 millisecond response time, so it's actually pretty usable as far as G-Sync gaming, so I like it. So, shout out Jack Davis, PC Master Race forever. But, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Witcher 3?
Good job.
Witcher 3, it actually, you know what? I'm actually pretty impressed in the way that they're supporting The Witcher 3. What the hell is Shogoth playing? What is this? What is this? It's like a Target logo with people dancing around it. This is what Shogoth plays in his free time?
Apparently.
What a jackass.
Whatever happened to do?
He's the one that gave it to me.
What a jackass. What is this? He's trolling us. Play this shit. Anyways,
I don't know. I'm mesmerized by this.
Yeah, there's like some fucking secret fucking shit in here. He's like hypnotizing us.
He's doing it to the stream chat. Hashtag blame Shogoth.
Ugh.
Go in the Navy.
Quick question for the stream chat. So we're getting a lot of people in our call specifically saying that we've got robot voices and all this other stuff. So I just want to ask you guys that are watching, are you guys noticing any stuff with voices getting weird, audio levels, any kind of like tech things? If there's anything that's going on, please let us know. We'll try to address it as soon as we can. So just let us know if you see something. We appreciate it. But anyways, Witcher 3, it's actually on the 3rd patch. So they've done a lot of things to sharpen up the textures, to make it work a little bit better. So it works really well. But what I was going to say before, NVIDIA made Hairworks, which is just basically fancy hair. It moves more realistically and all this other shit. It does not work on AMD cards. It actually sabotages the performance incredibly on AMD cards, and they can get away with shit like that. So if you want a better optimized card, you know, if you have 2 exact cards with the exact specifications, it most likely is going to work better on NVIDIA because they optimize it way better. So, yeah, that's just...
I've actually been hearing that from the recommended cars from like NVIDIA and AMD, they're getting like frame drops and shit.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I have a 700 series card, I have a GTX 780, and the latest driver sabotages the performance of the 780 to try to push you to get one of the 900 series cards or newer. So I actually downgraded my driver, and I got all of my performance back.
Oh, so they're playing that kind of game.
Yes.
I see.
Essentially what they do is they drop support, and when you update your driver, your card isn't supported, so it literally just fucks it up bad. For lack of a better term, but yeah. So, not good. I bought this 780 a year and a half ago, and it's essentially a paperweight. I mean, not really. I can play games at like high settings, but me, you know, I want to have it ultra and all that stuff. So, for me, it's like a paperweight. So I'm probably gonna sell it on eBay.
You give it to me.
Oh, I just got something.
I'm not giving you nothing.
I just got some interesting
me.
news on Twitter. The Outsider just tweeted at me saying Twitch reversed their decision to ban Senran Kagura Estival Versus about a week after or so. Still was a fiasco.
Wait, what? They're doing what?
They're banning anime games.
Okay, yeah, there was a situation going on with Senran Kagura about Estival Versus. Apparently, there was like too much nudity in the game or some shit, and they banned it. And then shortly a week later, they lifted pretty much the banning of that game from it. So if they do that with hatred, which I doubt, then maybe they'll regret their decision, but I still think the whole situation is kind of stupid. But yeah, I just got that update.
Well, perfect. Thank you for the breaking news.
Sorry if it seemed a little anticlimactic there.
That's good. It was anticlimactic.
I like how Lester goes, it was.
It was.
Damn, Lester pulls no punches.
Also, I'd like to acknowledge, fuck you, Be Awesome One.
Ooh.
God damn.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, there you go.
Talked to like 30
the man
minutes.
almost died eating ghost peppers for us. And wow.
Yeah, well, motherfucker has his goddamn picture. It's the fucking talking about milk and bags. Get out, motherfucker.
He showed you, man.
That's just mean. You almost drank like a whole liter of it. I'm surprised you haven't died. Not that I wish death upon you. That'd be fucked up. But still.
Oh, what?
Actually, I drink more than a liter.
That's just ridiculous.
Whoa. Oh, what?
What are you, like, fucking freaking out?
What are you whatting about?
I said what?
So, Fled died.
Well,
no, I actually typed it in the chat. We're gonna talk about this topic in just a minute. I just put something in the chat that's interesting. It's news that kind of makes me a little bit happy, but that's interesting. So, moving on. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll get right into it. So, we'll do a quick rundown of events, and I'll provide Moogle with a couple different screenshots and pictures. Well, not screenshots, but actually just links to this stuff. A lot of people were wondering what was going on with a man by the name of Robert Santellan, also known as Your Geeky Tipster. So, we have Mr. Biasimon here, who apparently was accused of this, and obviously we as the Sons of Kojima can speak about this too. Robert Santellan is a man who makes like vlog-style videos. He makes reviews and stuff like that. Apparently, from what I've seen after the fact, I've looked into this, he made a rant video about McDonald's and says that this specific location keeps fucking up his order and, you know, name drops the location, don't ever go there, you know, basically badmouths the fast food chain. That location, specifically. Later on, I don't know, maybe 3 days ago, something like that, a man by the name of Daniel Back goes into his stream chat and tells him that he is an employee at that location, that he almost lost his job, that he saw Robert park in the parking lot and eat these fast food items that he claimed that they forgot, and then he tried to con the manager out of free food, you know, stuff like that. Robert then goes and makes about, I'd say, 10 Instagram posts, basically like bragging and saying, oh yeah, this guy's never gonna get me down, and he's the dirt beneath my shoe, and, you know, really, I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but really self-aggrandizing things and really despicable things, I would say, if this guy is legitimate. But anyways, he then issues a challenge that this Daniel character goes and debates him live on the air in a Google Hangout. Later on, that man accepted, and after that, Mr. Roberts says, let me actually pull up the quote here. I don't want to misquote him. So let me grab this real quick. Instagram. And he actually banned me too, so I have to go in incognito browser. He's banned almost everybody.
Yeah,
alright. Here is the specific quote on this post. Alright. How about this, pal? I invite you to a Google Plus Hangout and we can chat about it live in front of the whole internet. Bring your proof with you. We can settle it man to man. How's that sound? And Mr. Daniel responds, I accept your challenge. I am available tomorrow after 3 p.m. Pacific time. Please don't back out after you've tried to make yourself look like a badass. Mr. Robert responds, what's the weather like in Edinburgh? That's a long ways away from Southern California. The commute must be crazy. Tell your Sons of Kojima pals to go to hell. I ain't got time for you or them. This conversation is over. Have a nice life. The Daniel character responds that he has no idea who he's talking about, doesn't know the sons of Kojima, and he knew he would back out, stuff like that. Robert then claims that he did some digging around and found proof that this person was fake, and if he really was who he claimed, I would have went through with the debate, but he lied the whole time. You gotta understand, I'm just some guy who does YouTube as a hobby. This level of trolling won't fly, all this other stuff. So, you know, wait, what? Oh, okay, gotcha. So, just really what it is he's bringing us into this, and we know who he is. We've interacted with him literally one time. We went into a chat where he was live streaming, and we talked to him, and that's the extent of us talking with him. And now that he tries to get himself into this, and really, you know, this, I don't want to call it a publicity stunt, but I mean, if you look at this, he has turned this into like the story of his life right now. The fact that somebody trolled him at the very least, called him out for lying at the very most. It's somewhere in between maybe, but who knows. So we looked into this a little bit. We asked him what's going on. He banned all of us. And after looking at this, Be Awesome One's Twitter actually is from Edinburgh. So we looked into it a little bit more. Some random person goes and tells him that this Daniel Beck character is actually Be Awesome One, and that is why Mr. Robert Santella goes after us and tells us to go to hell and all this other stuff. So does that basically sum it up? I mean, is that...
I had no idea this was going on at all, to be honest.
Neither did I.
So we have Be Awesome One. I guess we'll just get into it. What do you think about this whole thing, and what can you tell us about Daniel Beck?
There you go.
Yes, we can hear you.
Well, basically, I don't know who.
Now we cannot hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I don't know who this Daniel Beck guy is. And the only time I've ever saw this Centolini guy was...
We can't hear you. Now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we hear you now.
This guy is...
Alright, so essentially what Be Awesome One is saying is he doesn't know who the guy is. Anyways, so yeah, you know, if Robert wants to, you know, have some sort of debate with us or some kind of something like that, that's fine with me. We'd actually like it if he came in here at some point tonight or whenever, or privately, or on his terms, on his stream. Just, I'd like personally to have some sort of dialogue with this guy. Because he's slandering us. We have nothing to do with him and his McDonald's thing. We don't know some employee at McDonald's. This is not some, you know, thing. We don't care about Robert Santella. I mean, he's never done anything to us besides name drop him. So at this point, it's like, you know, and people ask us what's going on, and it's hard to, you know, it's hard to put it into words. To still be respectful, but to not just, you know, be a pushover and, you know, let this guy slander us. So it's a difficult thing. That's why we wanted to bring it up on the podcast. It's a lot easier to put it into words than just, you know, a twit longer or something like that. So that is what the situation is. A lot of people asked. Essentially, Robert Santella was told by a random person we've never heard of before, I don't even remember his name, that the Awesome One was Daniel Beck, and he believed it without any proof whatsoever, and then he went on to ban everybody that even asked him what was going on, including a friend of ours, Josh Lopez, who beforehand was a very big fan of him. As a matter of fact, when we tweeted back and forth with Robert that one time, we brought up the possibility of him coming onto the podcast, and he said, you know, whatever, maybe. And Josh Lopez was actually very excited about that, you know. So, unfortunately, he's handling this the worst way possible. It's unfortunate, and if he would like to talk to us, it can be private. Who cares? I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. But we'd like to talk to him. We'd like to clear this whole thing up. And
guys,
yes,
the water sale is now $8,700.
Oh,
what'd you say?
Damn!
We got $200 donation.
Yeah, $200 donation.
You serious? Damn. We're almost at 9K, right?
What the hell?
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah,
we're 87%.
Jay turned into Hank Hill.
That was Moogle.
That was me.
What?
I'm a barber.
So special thank you to the page is acting up, so I can't see who donated. Let me check my emails.
Neither can I.
Tyler Hansen. All right, wow. Multi-millionaire.
Wow.
Tony
Hey,
Stark.
man. Brother,
Tyler
give me a
Hansen
job.
again. Making it rain. Thank you very much, Tyler Hansen. We appreciate it.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
He's moneybags
I was
now
just
at
having any time it thunderstorms, my connection messes up. So I'm sorry for cutting out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all the crows.
So that is the Santolini situation. Just wanted to clear that up for people that were curious. We have no idea why he's... Well, I mean, we know, but we don't... We know because we saw the tweet telling him, oh, yeah, that seems interesting. A buzzed Alice. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Would you like to see a buzzed, intoxicated Alice come into the call and let us know what's up?
No, just kidding.
Ooh.
Sure. Damn, Lester fucking bringing the heat. Sure.
Tipsy
I
Alice.
have Alice.
Let's
I don't
go.
think I have Alice on Skype.
Tipsy Alice.
I have her. I can add her.
Oh, I
in.
have Alice too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. People saying yes.
Uh-oh.
People saying
All right,
yes.
so add her into the call, and then I'll call her into the call.
Call her into the call.
Well, I'm the host, so I have to actually make the call, but if you add the person in, it'll just show up, and then I can hit the call button.
Why is Skype so stupid like that stuff? I don't understand it.
I'll be right back real quick.
Alright, so we're right now connecting with the intoxicated, inebriated Alice, and there she is, ladies and gentlemen, the inebriated Alice. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking me, and I appreciate you for letting me come on your cast to annoy you and bore your viewers.
Perfect. We would expect nothing less. We appreciate it. We are happy to have you. Thank you very much for giving us your time tonight.
Thank you.
So, Alice, do you have any takes on any of the things that we covered a little bit earlier? Anything at E3 you're looking forward to, or anything of the sort?
I know this is going to... I really like that question. I know this can be an unpopular opinion, but I'm really excited to see what Microsoft brings out with the Xbox One. Halo 5 campaign footage, that would be amazing.
I think that there was some rumors that we would see some Halo 5 footage. And obviously, you know, I think that you're selling them short a little bit. There's a lot of people that bought the Xbox One, especially at launch, so I think that they're waiting for their investment to pay off, and I think that they're, you know, excited to see some things that are going to be coming out. Personally speaking, I'd like to see some Crackdown footage, just because I was really a big fan of the first game, a little bit let down on the second game, and I'm seeing where they go for the third game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that's awesome. So Microsoft, how about you? Any franchises that you're specifically interested in other than Halo?
I'd say Crackdown, Mass Effect. Oh, there's so many. I can't really think of anything.
Isn't that Gears of War like next gen port coming out too, where they're gonna have all the previous Gears of War games on the Xbox One or something like that?
They said that the first game is only going to be remastered now for some reason, which is weird.
Is it? Yeah, they should just do all of it.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. Doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what they're going to do. They're going to remaster each one at a time so that they can... I know what they're trying to do.
It's money.
Just like Halo, they remaster Halo 1 first and then Halo 2 later, so...
Yep.
I mean, that'd be cool if they remaster the whole trilogy, but there's very strong rumors that it's just going to be the first game that's going to be remastered. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay.
And Fred, if you ever need any more random cat facts, you can come to me, even though I hate cats.
Perfect. As long as they're slanted towards being anti-cat, that's completely fine with me.
Oh, nothing's better than biased data. Trust me.
I am very excited for some slanted science on the plight of cats.
How the fuck do you manage that? A cat being anti-cat.
What? I never said a cat being anti. What are you talking about?
No.
I don't know either.
Did you have a brain freeze, Moogle?
Maybe.
Too many snow cones.
But yeah, I think that E3 should be interesting this year. I think that we're gonna do like a live reaction show if we can, probably on Hitbox. Yeah, I mean that's where we stream. So we'll probably do one on Hitbox, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have Loophole breaking some more games.
It depends if Shenmue 3 is coming out, because they rumored it. There was a big rumor. There's pictures of it that Shenmue 3 is going to be announced, so there's no reason why Shenmue 3 wouldn't be announced, right?
But it's a rumor.
What if it's like a Shenmue Sonic crossover?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if they ruin it with Sonic. As long as it's Shenmue, I don't care.
Oh, okay. So you just have like a strong connection to the character?
Yeah. Yeah, Ryu, whatever his name is.
Ryu Hazuki?
Yeah, Ryu Hazuki. Yeah. I'm excited to see if there's any Shenmue stuff. It's not, but it'd be cool though, and I'm gonna go with the idea that it might get announced with the rumors and all.
Are you gonna break another game if it doesn't get announced?
That's what we really need to see.
Well, we'll see.
Uh-oh.
We'll see. Let's just say that I feel strongly that we're gonna see some kind of Shenmue Shenmue presence at E3.
So we're really gonna get a broken game then, because you were not as confident last time. If you're confident this time, we're really gonna get some.
Well, okay, that was at the Video Game Awards. I mean, that was something else. I remember TGS when that happened.
You broke shit on 2 different occasions.
Yeah,
TGS, you broke Sonic.
Well, Video Game Awards because Bayonetta 2 or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
you broke Bayonetta for that.
TGS.
I was gonna say he broke Bayonetta and his Xbox.
Exactly.
And I blame Renegade for TGS because that mother bitch fucking sent a fucking link out and said, "Oh, Shenmue 3's gonna be rumored to me." Fuck him. Fuck Renegade. Fuck that bitch.
Well, he might be photoshopping something as we speak. So.
Sure, yeah.
Be on the lookout for that.
Let's get ready to get wall butter at the end.
Shenmue 3 gets announced, motherfucker. I'm gonna be screaming to the hills.
We're gonna have to have somebody hold up a piece of paper and say "lol butter" this time. Maybe, maybe Miles can do it.
Yeah.
What?
No, get a paper plate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Lol butter.
Lol butter.
Lol butter.
Lol butter.
So there you are, lol butter. Is there anything else at E3 that anyone else is excited about? How about you, Loophole? You being a video game connoisseur of sorts, other than Shenmue, what are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm actually looking forward to all of the conferences, even the PC one, other than I think EA is doing it again, which I could give a fuck less. But I mean, actually, never mind. They're going to show off Star Wars Battlefront 3 footage, and that'll be cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Xbox One. Phil Spencer said something like, "Oh, it's going to be the best one yet." Now that actually means anything, we'll see. But it's the first one coming up, and I'm interested to see if they're going to add in some more new IPs, show off gameplay for Scalebound, that game that what's his name is making, Platinum Games, whatever. PlayStation, definitely excited for that one. Love me some PlayStation. I have all 3 systems, so it doesn't matter to me. But PlayStation, I'm looking forward to. I really hope they show off some new IP. That would be amazing. But the president said that they didn't have many IPs and that they were going to have to focus on third-party content. But it'd be really cool if they showed a new exclusive, a big surprise. It's all about surprises. That's the best part of E3 for me. And there were a couple last year, but I really want some more of that. And Wii U, I'm not looking to that one that much. I mean, I guess I'm looking forward to their videos. It's going to be wacky, I guess. But I'm looking forward to see if they show anything new, which they probably aren't. they're just going to show more gameplay. Or actually, they did say they're going to show off Star Fox, which would be interesting. But mostly I'm looking forward to Fallout 4 the most. So Bethesda's conference, I think, is going to be the underdog or highlight, I guess, personally.
Well, I mean, there should be some Uncharted 4. There should be Legend of Zelda that's rumored. Mass Effect 4 is also rumored.
Just Cause 3, maybe?
Possibly.
Oh,
Brilliant's just reminded me, No Man's Sky, like the best indie game that I've seen so far. We forgot.
Last Guardian.
So at the Video Game Awards, what they showed, like, got downgraded a bit. Like, the draw distance was awful.
Yeah, the draw distance was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, it's an amazingly huge game. It's going to take, the sun's going to burn out before the entire game's going to be, revealed. But, I don't know, man. The draw distance was really bad. It was like, I'd almost say it was Turok level bad. It was super
They
bad.
definitely need to fix that. I hope that was for, like, cinematic purposes, but they need to fix that.
And it didn't look like fog. It looked like shitty draw distance.
Yeah.
Prey 2 is not going to be shown off. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dishonored 2 was going to be, it was rumored to be coming at E3, and that's by Bethesda. And also Doom. I forgot Doom. They're going to show off gameplay, so I'm excited for that. I really like E3 because I just feel like it's an exciting time. Get to see what's going to come up soon for the next gen and be surprised at stuff. There's always surprises, so I'm actually looking forward to E3. I know people like to be cynical with this stuff, but it's fun to be excited personally. And,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a fun feeling.
The thing with E3 is you're guaranteed to get at least a couple games that you care about. I mean, it's going to cover so many different genres and platforms. When you're going into a Sony event, if you're an Xbox person, there's nothing to get excited about, really. And even if you're, a fan of Sony and a Sony owner, maybe there might not be something that gets announced there. So being E3, it's where they all come out to try to show off their stuff and get attention on their games. And, I think that there's going to be a handful of games that I'm excited about at the very least. So we'll see. And obviously, if they're coming out for PC, even better. So we will be covering E3. It's going to be June, right?
Yeah,
I believe so. 2 weeks. June 15th, I think.
It's like right after school's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 2 weeks
June
for that shit.
16th through the 18th.
June, Sunday, June 14th, and then it goes through.
Yeah.
So we'll be checking that out. I don't know how we're gonna cover it, but we'll be doing some sort of live stream, live react kind of thing. And
they'll probably do it on Twitch, so we'll do that.
There you go. So be on the lookout for that. Let's see. Let's look back at the viewer submitted topics and see what else people want us to cover tonight. We've got the FIFA corruption scandal by Sing Long. Does anybody know about the FIFA corruption scandal?
I just heard about the topic, not what actually happened, but FIFA being corrupt doesn't surprise me.
I heard about it. I never read it. I was gonna do it too. I just forgot.
Okay.
That's something different. FIFA
No, that's the actual league. That's just the FIFA game.
We're supposed to be connecting with Sing Long in a little bit, so we'll get his take on it and we'll be able to react to it.
I'm reading up on it right now.
So let's see what else we've got. Capcom announces Resident Evil 0 Remastered. Be sure to bring in Renegade. Well, Renegade's not here, but Resident Evil 0 Remastered.
Well, he'll be happy about it. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I just read up on this.
Well, like I said, we'll cover it when we get Sing Long in here. Unless you just want to, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Go ahead. Tell us about it, Mr. Miles. Go ahead.
From what I've read, basically it says that Justice Department has unsealed a 47-count indictment against 14 defendants from FIFA. Wow. It's about let's see here, charges of racketeering, wire fraud, and money laundering.
Well, that's any company really, any big company. But
well, we can change the name from FIFA to FIFA.
FIFA.
Receiving bribes for exclusive television contracts. It was about they got like over 150 million from that.
Yeah.
I'm just rereading this.
FIFA's always been a terrible company.
FIFA
that's
vote buying.
Just basic knowledge.
Yeah.
Then there's vote buying, fraud and corruption, scapegoats. I'm just reading this up quickly.
Well, yeah, I'm not really surprised. Like sports companies like this do it all the time, all the time, way more than you think.
Deflategate.
Yeah.
I never cared
That's
for
basically
sports games.
all I see right
Except for
now.
hockey, right?
Yeah, except for all.
Oh no, wait!
And
Isn't
lacrosse.
fucking League of Legends a sports game?
Oh
Right?
yeah, League of Legends.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. People play it for
I
sport.
can't. I can't really say that
It was
like,
got
that
it got
game is
shown up on
considered a sport.
ESPN too.
Yeah, and nobody was watching it, but it's
Yeah,
there.
but it was still a still a sport.
I honestly can't.
It's not
really-
a physical sport.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't honestly say it's like a sport. In
Same
its
thing
own
with Call
right.
of Duty.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Video esports.
Electronic
esports.
sports.
There you go.
It's not a physical sport, but
No, but it's still a sport.
It's a competition in its own right.
It's an e-sport.
So it's a
It's a
sport.
video game.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. It's a video game.
But it's a sport game.
Besides,
It's a full-time job, people. Come on.
Of course.
Besides,
For
I don't,
some people, it is.
I don't really care about League of Legends competitive. I care more about Dota 2 competitive.
Same
more than
same
anything.
thing. That's the same thing.
Oh,
They're
no,
both
oh
esport
hell
games.
no! They're
What
different.
was competitive?
They're different. in
Dota
terms
2
of
and
the
League of
competitive
Legends.
Yeah.
They just-
You know what I like? Oh, you're talking about. Never mind. I thought you were talking about like the women soccer thing.
No.
Kind of. Well, we kind of were.
We
Yeah, but you know, women's football is where it's at, man. Them motherfuckers be hitting each other hard.
Yeah, dude. They
I thought you were into volleyball, Jay.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
would
well,
know.
I can like different things. I can be ambidextrous, okay?
Ambidextrous.
You can use both hands. I'm sure
Yeah,
you do use
one
both hands when
hand
you're
for
watching
volleyball
women's
women
football.
and one hand for football.
I'm
women.
sure that you do use both
There you
hands
go.
when
Man,
you're watching
both
women's
hands.
volleyball.
Man, you'd be the kind of person that would sit there with a fucking pair of binoculars looking at their asses.
Hey, you can't. Hey, you can't find any women on Dota. You find this Russian dudes.
What's going on, guy? This mogul.
Fucking
Damn.
Russian dudes
That's
are
normal.
assholes. I hate Russians, man.
I'll fuck you up, brother.
Give me mana.
God, those Russians are so damn annoying.
Ooh.
I hate the
Fuck
people.
you up.
I hate the people, especially that type XA like it's their laugh.
Za za za.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a formal apology to our Russian audience. If
Yeah.
Moogle is left to go ahead and do
Oh,
this.
I'm not being like racist to them or anything. I
No, those fucking
Not
Russians, though, man.
Fuck
Those
those
those red
Russians.
coats.
no, I just hate them.
Those red
I just can't stand them specifically in Dota.
Did you call them redcoats?
What? No.
Slang term for Russians. man.
No, that's the British. you
No.
fucking
Google it.
shit.
Wait, are we talking about what Fred said? Because I didn't say
Yeah, they
anything
call
about
them
red
He
coats.
said redcoats.
Yeah, they call them
Oh.
red.
Reds.
No, that's the British.
Well, look it up.
Red Army.
No, I know it's the British.
Yeah.
Redcoats.
I'm
British.
asking you to look something up. You're saying that your knowledge base overrides that. Look it up.
Well,
No, I know
red
it.
coats.
All right.
Yeah, those are British.
Yeah.
What are we fighting the British? again?
You can call it something more than one thing.
Yeah, but they're
it's also used. All right.
What's going on?
You know what? Kazo has a good point. You can find
I thought
girls
they were
playing
called Red
Dota.
Army.
You can't call Russians communists anymore. That shit's 20
They
years
were.
old.
I'm sorry, but so
2 years old.
I said 20 years old, Luke.
They're certainly not in a democracy.
Shouldn't be the
we love
rush.
you, Russians.
Should
We
be
love
the rush to apologize right now. God
Remember-
damn
you
it.
guys
Love
are the
Russian.
craziest people on earth, and that's why we love you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know what? Okay, I'll probably I'll let them slide for now. They probably play it drunk. They got all that vodka and shit.
How stereotypical move.
Turning into the racist.
It's
Wow, what a jackass.
And the fucking
Look,
counteracted
just
this with
because a
Canadian
Russian beats you at
jokes.
Dota doesn't mean you gotta hate a whole fucking nationality.
I was
Yeah.
trying to make a joke, and now you guys are taking that shit out of context now.
Goddamn Canadian.
I go drink some
Noodle?
maple syrup.
Moogle, I know you don't like them drinking vodka and everything, but it's better than drinking alcohol distilled from maple syrup, you know?
Oh god.
I love maple syrup.
It's better than drinking ginger ale.
And
And before we see a video on YouTube saying Moogle tries it racism or something.
That's not being racist, though.
It's gonna happen.
We already know it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Gonna happen, guys.
I said it once and I say it again. Moogle looks like the anonymous mask.
He does. He does too.
I'm just saying Russians.
So sorry,
I'm just saying Russians are bad at Dota. What's wrong with that?
You're gonna judge a whole fucking nationality.
No, I'm not.
Man, Che is really pressing this one.
Well,
finally, the tables are turned. Someone else is getting criticized. Che is on top of this. Che is rubbing his hands. He's hoping that this will take the attention off of him. He's like, man, this really needs
well,
to
I mean, we have to pick on everyone else because when you lose that spelling bee, you're gonna be the butt of the jokes for a whole month.
Oh, do you really want to get into this, Che?
No. You know, no promo this week. No promo this week.
Okay, but we don't need a promo. All I'm gonna say to you, Che.
All right.
You are not, and I mean not. I will tell you this as many times as I need to for it to sink in unequivocally. You will not win the spelling bee. You will not even be able to spell the first word given to you.
And what if I do?
And if you do...
Put up or shut up.
And if you do spell the first word that's given to you, you will not spell the second word that's given to you.
I will spell the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, anything. I'm gonna...
Maybe the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth grade level words.
I'm telling you, man. I'm not gonna win. I'm gonna dominate you. If this was 1 to 100, I'm gonna be 100. You're gonna be 0.
What'd you say, Che? You were breaking up a little bit.
How about right now?
Yeah, now go ahead. What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna dominate you. I'm gonna have all the points.
No, what was the first part? What you said? You said you weren't gonna win?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna slaughter you.
Because I'm gonna isolate that as a sound clip for you.
I'm gonna slaughter you.
Because I know for a fact that you're gonna need that. As a matter of fact, the only thing that you're gonna slaughter is gonna be whoever bought you the Hooked on Phonics kit that did no service for you.
Can I tell you something? There's not going to be enough pistachios in the world to make you feel better after I whoop your ass.
Well, you know what, Che, after this, and after your depression, and all that other stuff that sets in after this loss, I will give you a job, and I will let you shell pistachios for me.
Word? And I'm going to sabotage and I'm going to steal all the pistachios.
Well, that'll be the only thing close to getting paid that you'll ever do. So let me tell you something, Mr. Che. Prepare yourself if you can. Beat me if you can. You will not.
To beat a man, you got to beat the man, huh?
And you will do neither.
And I will do both.
And you will
I'm already the man. I'm already the man.
I mean, do I even have to respond to that? Sorry, it's almost like you went quiet as if you were asking for some sort of response to that.
You need all the trash talk you can get. You need that comfort pillow because I'm going to expose the quote-unquote part-time wordsmith that is in your bio.
Jay,
it is a fraud.
After this, after the sadness that you have after this spelling bee, you're going to need a special kind of pillow too to keep you companionship through the night as you grieve and get through this tough part of your life.
Fuck
this
pillows.
Spelling bee is going to be the end of your confidence moving forward.
Number one, I don't need pillows, okay? Pillows are useless. They become useless after 10 years old.
Well, pillows don't really go with a cot, do they?
A cot? Oh, come on. There's nothing wrong with a cot. What do you sleep on?
I sleep on a nice memory foam mattress.
What,
with
a king size?
With a 10-cell cover. Do you know what 10-cell is?
I don't know.
10-cell is a nice material made from eucalyptus leaves that is moisture wicking and also very cool to the touch. Also, my memory foam actually has gel inserts in it distributed throughout to regulate temperature. So as traditional memory foam actually can be very sensitive to temperature, having gel beads throughout it also prevents that kind of temperature. What's that?
You prefer beads, don't you?
Well, you're going to have beads of sweat on your brow when the first word is given to you and it has more than 3 letters in it. So,
all right, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What the fuck were you talking about with that goddamn mattress?
I was talking about the cover of the mattress itself. You see, a memory foam mattress has 2
You could have just said it was fancy. You just got to explain the whole fucking thing. What, you got the instruction manual in front of you trying to sound smart?
Well, no, you asked me what kind of bed I sleep on. I just wanted to, tell you. I do some research before I make purchases. I don't just buy the cheapest thing that I can find. I actually do a little bit of research, and I buy a gooder service that best suits my needs for the time.
A better service, not a gooder service.
A good or service, yes, Jay.
No, you said gooder.
No, I said, what?
You said a gooder, like G-O-O-D-E-R.
I said a good or a service.
A good or service?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Yeah. I'm not going to enunciate for you, Jay.
I think he meant a good or services or something. Yeah, I get it.
I buy a good or service, and he says gooder service.
I sounded good or to me, but hey.
Yeah. Well, your education is in the gooder.
Gutter, not gooder.
Yeah. I Yeah, Che. Do I also have to teach you sarcasm and joking in addition to how to spell?
No. You can just take the instruction manual out and fucking tell everybody
you can just take
the history
the L.
of your mattress.
Well, you can just take the L as soon as we're done with that spelling.
I got
As a
free
matter of
tickets to
fact,
L
you can
train.
save time and just take the L now.
Nah. I got free tickets to the L train, brother. You can be having a lifetime supply of it.
Well, I hope that you have
Yeah,
a
you don't
lifetime
understand.
supply of
You don't
vocabulary lessons and spelling, and I hope that you have a lifetime subscription to Hooked on Phonics.
I don't think you understand, man. You don't understand the impending doom that will be coming your way very soon. Impending doom. It is upon us. The sun, the galaxy, everything is going to shine upon me that day.
The galaxy is going to shine upon you, huh?
The galaxy can shine upon you.
Can it?
Can it? Hey, tell me about your mattress again. Let me see the instruction manual.
So again, like I said, nice eucalyptus-based. It's called Tencel.
Nice eucalyptus-based, nice and little gel beads.
Nice gel beads
little,
throughout to
so when I
regulate
go out-
temperature. I don't want the mattress to be too hot, Che, but unfortunately in my apartment with the nice central air, which
God
you've never
help
experienced in your life.
God help you.
I don't want the mattress to get too firm from being too cold from the central air.
Hold on. God,
I might have to
God
actually
help.
open
I
a
got-
window and let a little bit of heat in.
Shit, if the fucking mattress is too hot for Fred, whatever will we do if this mattress is a little too hot?
Well, I mean, it could be very unpleasant,
Yeah.
No, Moogle. No.
Oh, here goes with the fucking Nick Cage shit again.
Well, Che, like I said, memory foam mattress aside, Mr. Che, I wish you the best of luck in
You
your
too.
pursuit of studying. I won't need it. I'm just going to show up and, technically speaking, I might not even have to do anything at all. You'll get the first word, and you'll flunk the word, and I'll just be declared the winner by default. So it's going to be the easiest day of work ever.
While he's saying this, he's sweating. He's got a dictionary in his right hand.
I couldn't possibly
Trust
sweat
me.
with the central air, Che. I couldn't sweat if I needed to.
Trust me.
I could do a whole kettlebell routine and not even break an ounce of sweat with this central air, Che.
But you know what?
It's beautiful. The sweat would literally freeze to my face. It's so nice and chilly in this apartment during the summertime.
Get your barrel full of pistachios ready. You're gonna need all that comfort food.
Well, Che, you need to get your barrel, which is has some nice suspender things. It is like your clothing. Your whole wardrobe would be that of a barrel that you can wear. How about that?
Hey, nice loafers.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the loafers too, Che? The nice Italian
No,
leather?
I don't. No. It's,
Okay.
No. It's all about
we'll
the
save that
temps.
for another
Yeah,
time
we'll save
because
that-
there's
we'll
a
save that
nice.
for after
You know,
spelling.
Che, I would actually ask that maybe once in your life you try to get a nice pair of loafers that have a felt sole to them.
No.
Try
It's
that
all about
out.
temps and workout shoes.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's great that you
Well,
wear your
that's
Timberlands. I
That's
bet
so
you wear your Timberlands in the shower too, so you can clean them off.
Well, that's just great, isn't it, Fred?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. You know, my mattress has a eucalyptus. I don't even know what the fuck you're saying with the goddamn mattress.
Che, you couldn't even explain your mattress to somebody.
It's like a
Where
cat.
did you get
There
your
go.
mattress from, Che Petco?
I got it from a place called Mattress Land, okay?
What's that?
I said I got it from a local store called Mattress Land.
Mattress Land.
Yes.
And they sell dog beds at Mattress Land.
They don't sell fucking dog beds.
Che has to
Really?
sleep. Che has to sleep in the shape of a circle in order to
Oh,
fit
this
on his
fucking
mattress.
jackass. He gets a little hot. He has to blast on the fucking
That's why his
central
neck
air.
hurts, because he has to fucking.
If he
curl
was in
up.
another country, this jackass would cause a whole fucking city's light to be out just because it got a little too hot. It's like he's like fucking DSP with the Seattle heat wave. It gets 80 degrees and he's on fire.
Well, Che, I'm also going to be on fire during the spelling bee, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about that. So I wish you the best of luck, Che, again,
Wish
and
you
I
too.
hope that you study. You know what, Che?
Yes,
this is
sir.
actually a
Enjoy
good
the
thing.
pistachios.
This is going to be a good thing. I will dine on pistachios after the victory.
Oh
but this
man,
is something,
$6
Mr.
a
Che.
bag. Fuck you.
It's possible, as an unintended side effect, that based on your studying and your preparation for this spelling bee, you might actually learn something. And not just the fact that I'm the better man. You might actually learn how to spell a couple words here and there.
Mhm.
And for that, you should thank me.
Hey, keep reading that instruction manual for your fucking bed.
At least I'll read something, Che.
At least read it. Keep reading it. Keep
You know,
telling
you
everyone
should
on the
read-
side of the road.
Why don't
that
you start
have
small? Why
space
don't you
in
read
your
the back of a
mattress.
shampoo bottle? You know what shampoo is, right?
Yeah, I know what shampoo shampoos.
I was figuring maybe you'd wash your
I
hair
know.
with
I
bar
was
soap.
thinking maybe. Hey man, just because some of us can withstand 80-degree weather, unlike some people, doesn't mean we don't know how to shout.
Whoa! Is that a paw shot at me?
No, well, not everything's about you. It was me and Fred talking for 20 fucking minutes. However, did you think that we were talking about? What in your fucking mind did you think that we were talking about you when me and Fred been going back and forth for 20 minutes? Please, explain to me. How the hell could you think I was talking about you?
I thought you were just making a reference to how cold it is here. Jeez.
80 degrees is cold?
I'm gonna die.
What?
Why don't you tag in there, Moogle? Why don't you get his ass?
Yes, thank you.
Tell him about how you wouldn't even need central air because you could just open a window.
Exactly. I can't think of anything to insult Che other than the fact you probably couldn't even spell weather.
I bet you can't. Clickety click click click.
Clickety click. Alright.
He's fucking here when he's playing Dota. Fuck you, man. Fuck
That's
He even says fuck you politely. That's fucking awesome.
Fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
fuck
to
you,
say
sir. Awesome. So, alright, so this podcast has gone completely off the rails. Let me check and see if there's any other topics that we need to cover. Oh, Fred winning the spelling bee. Gotcha. Alright, covered that already. Let's see here. More slang terms for female genitalia like Huskow to help foreign viewers increasing their English skills. Submitted by Wilhelm. Alright. Let's do a quick Google search. Alright. So, Mr. Wilhelm, here are some slang terms in no specific order. We've got vajayjay. We've got snatch. We've got cooter. Some of these are terrible.
Oh, Huskow.
Huskow, see, that's the thing though. Huskow is a creation all of my own. Huskow, for those that might not know, is actually a slang term for prison or jail. And I, using the word Huskow to describe that of Pandalese, well, Huskow. So yeah, that is a
it's
Fred.
There you go, guys. Layman terms. We don't have to explain. We don't have to have an instruction manual to explain what one word is.
Well, Che, you're going to need an instruction. Che, you need an instruction manual for every facet of your life. Yet you ignore it and coast through life, Che.
There you go, guys. I'm simplifying everything. I'm not going to make everything overly complicated.
Well, unfortunately, we can't simplify the spelling bee for you. So good luck with that.
We'll see you then. And this is a message: do your challenges, guys, because I want to freaking eradicate this guy.
Can you spell that word?
How about it? Go ahead.
Eradicate.
Eradicate.
Yeah. Just a little.
Spelling bee.
Oh, save it for the spelling bee.
Save it for
so
the
you don't
spelling.
want us. You don't want us to see that you can spell. Is that what you're saying?
No. I move in silence.
Prove your
You
worth.
move in silence. You haven't been
I move
silent
in
for the
silence.
last 20 minutes.
Uh-huh. Look at Moogle fucking trying to talk.
You are going to be silent during that spelling bee. They're going to tell you to spell expedite, and you're going to be very silent.
I add myself to this podcast just as much as you do. I just don't spew bullshit.
Ooh.
I never said you don't. You just feel fucking clicks and curse words.
Clicks and curse.
God damn it! I'm trying to take the fucking right lane.
Doesn't it sound like he's like some sort of clicker or something from like...
I'm not even playing anything right now, so I don't even know where you're getting that from.
No. Here's a live reaction. God damn it! Take the right fucking lane.
What are you doing, you fucking stupid bitch? God damn, I'm in the worst fucking team ever.
Come on. God damn it! Come on. God damn it!
Oh man,
That is pretty accurate, I must
that
say.
is, yeah. It's,
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little.
I love when Google fucking crit. Nice job jerking off on top.
Look at this fucking jackass. You don't even need to be playing a fucking game. Why are you in a public match? You need to go back to a private match, you fucking jackass.
Dude.
Hey, you know what? You know it would be a really good one.
Hey, it's called taking command. You
Yo,
either have
Che,
to
you
insult
know-
your teammates or control them.
I've got a good one. Che versus Moogle in Dota 2.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not fair.
Hey, the spelling bees are not fair.
You know what? I'll kill your tower faster than you can get a last hit, bro.
I don't even know what the fuck you're
I'd say,
talking
Che,
about.
you would have more of a chance beating Moogle in Dota than me in a spelling bee.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell lanes, towers. I don't know what the hell all that is.
Yeah, well, you don't know what verbs, pronouns, or adjectives are.
That is dirty.
Need some ice for that.
He's gonna need some
You
ointment.
should get some from You should get some from Moogle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna need some ointment for that burn too.
Ointment from that burn too. Make sure you have your ointment, guys. What are you, fucking 40 years old?
That's been fire tonight.
God damn.
Bang bang.
Are you okay?
What do you mean? I'm fine.
You sound a little upset. You sound a little upset.
I'm not upset. I'm just saying this is what's gonna happen after the podcast is done.
What?
God damn it, take the fucking right lane already, you motherfucker. Don't you ever go back into a public fucking game, you stupid piece of shit. You're nothing. You're nothing. I am everything.
If only I talked shit like that. But I don't.
Hey, you're good at Dota. I don't blame you, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you do a little match with Moogle in Dota 2?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
You were playing Dota 2 with him.
I tried it one time, but you know, alright. I'll fight him in Dota 2 one time.
I'll fight him.
Fight him. Not fight him, but you know what I mean. Fight him in the game.
I'll have a recording of it.
There you go.
So then I can look back.
Do you think you could put up that bad of a thrashing on any sort of social media or anything like that? I mean,
well, it might get flagged for rape, but yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Coming from the guy that's got a mustache, it look like he dives in fucking vajayjay all day.
Good God. That's like a compliment. What the hell was that?
I meant like, he looked like he went inside, but got up and never wiped it off.
He dives in vajayjay all day. That's like the best thing you've ever said about anybody in the Sons of Kojima.
Jeez, I thought my insults were freaking.
Well, not if he doesn't get anything back. It's pretty bad, actually.
I thought my insults were meant to be compliments, but Jay, man, you really hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, that was a Canadian burn right there.
Look at it. Look at it.
Are you sure you're not Canadian?
Fuck no. Ooh. Fuck no, I'm not Canadian.
At least like a little part of it.
Do I look Canadian to you? Do I say a boot? Do I say roof?
Yeah, the only boot you're gonna get is the one that's gonna go up your ass soon.
Hey, that says more about you than it says about me, but I don't swing that way. If you swing that way, I support that.
I was gonna say he does say a boot, a Timberland boot.
Oh god.
But anyways, viewer submitted topics, eh?
Didn't say whose boots can be shoved up his ass though.
Phil's fear for skeletons from Skeletor.
God damn it.
Oh, here, great. I'm sure this. Yeah, I'm sure this is a hot topic that we definitely need to cover on this gaming podcast. Gun laws in the United States and other countries.
Oh God!
I'm sure we can cover abortion after that, and you know,
cloning and stem cell research.
Talk about religion too, all that.
Yeah, we can talk about religion, politics.
Awesome.
Oh God.
Submitted by anonymous person. So that's great.
SoKast.
So, gun laws in the United States, they exist, and that's it. So,
political fray. You gotta answer it.
In some countries, they don't.
Yes. So let's see. Hashtag shitty controllers.
Crappy controllers.
Oh, it's crappy controllers. Wow. So thank you, Pixel Buster, for being, not PG about that. Unbelievable. This is a family fucking show. Let's see. Expectations for E3, we covered that. Phil giving Tim Schafer shit for crowdfunding and comparing game development to his Patreon goals, submitted by Draguno.
I thought we talked about that before. I could have sworn we did.
I think we touched on it briefly, but in case you guys didn't see, he hates Tim Schafer and calls him a crook and a criminal and all this other stuff for taking people's money and using it inappropriately. Sound like somebody we know?
So, you know,
the irony.
I'll call the kettle black, but
irony.
I don't know, man. That's ridiculous.
Okay, here's one coming in live, hot off the presses. I'm literally reading it as it's being typed out. SoK fighting on the mean streets of, I'm sure this is going to be Bridgeport.
Or Connecticut.
Bridgeport, alright. And let's see who this was submitted by. Anonymous. Alright.
Fucking SoKast. I bet you
So,
anything.
we're gonna... So is this like a request? Oh yeah, it's, SoKast was here, submitted by Matthew Margulis. That makes no sense. I can see who's typing it.
Hilarious.
No, it was Evil Table SoKast. What? Why are you saying it? Alright, anyways. We're gonna fight. Isn't that a goal for the charity that we're supposed to travel to Connecticut and get in a fist fight?
Who?
I'll do it.
Who? You mean like in a ring?
I can't do that.
Dibs
I thought
on
Chad was supposed
Pascal.
to fight someone.
I'm gonna fight the shit out of him.
Dibs on Fred.
Actually, you're gonna jump.
Nah,
Is
fuck
what you're
that.
gonna do.
I'm not gonna jump.
I'm
Pascal
fighting
could-
with
Pascal
another
could-
person, and you're gonna come over and
Pascal
jump me.
could fight Mughal. Oh no, I thought you said that's okay. Got to go to fucking Connecticut and fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal.
So I'm gonna be fighting Pascal. Actually, you know what? I'll fight Che. I'll kick the shit out of him.
There you go. There you go.
All the way
Bullshit
home.
leg kicks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna leg hunt me, right?
I got ridden.
The bullshit jujitsu.
Oh God.
Anyways, save Pascal from Mughal.
Okay.
Them two been having a war brewing for like the past couple of months.
That would be
talking
the
about?
least entertaining fight in the history of
I'm just
combat.
kidding.
Miles against Pascal.
I'm just kidding because you know Pascal always
They would
throws you
stop
Mughal.
and play patty
It
cake.
isn't true.
They would
What?
have a thumb wrestling match. They'd be like, you know what?
What?
Fuck it. Let's just rock paper scissors this. All right.
No, I actually fight
flag.
Mask. Had to.
Do you guys want to hear my opinion on this one?
Yes.
I personally think that you should volunteer the most aggressive and ferocious member of the SoK, and that is Miles. Because
No,
he is
that's
definitely the
no-
most aggressive.
Well, all right, because he'll chase. Yeah, if you come to the
He'll throw you
dentist's
the
office
fuck out.
fucking around, he will toss your ass in the dumpster.
Yeah,
You will
so-
break your stick.
I mean, just
It'll like crush your skull with his hand, I swear.
He'll knock your teeth out and drag you back into the dentist's
yeah, he'll
office.
defend the dentist.
Him and his
office.
dad are they got a fucking setup there where fucking Miles knocks people's teeth out and his dad puts them back in.
That's not true. That's not true at all, and you know it. I only forcibly evict people from the premises.
All right, so we've got another live question from Mr. Kamasubu. The SOK's thoughts on Phil doing a stream drunk as a Patreon goal. Well, he's been doing it for free for how many years now? So I don't know how he could possibly ask people to pay him for that. He's always
been
shit
soft for a while.
He's all the time.
He's always shit faced. I'll never forget when Moonman fucking observed. He's like, he looks so shit faced. And ever since then, it was like, yeah, you're right.
What do you think the daily routine is? How many times do you think he drives to get his alcohol or he forces Leanna to fucking go walk there? Now that she's 21.
I would say probably he buys in bulk, so he probably buys a couple fifths a week.
I can see that.
I'd say he
damn.
probably drinks a pint or two a day.
A gin and tonic.
Yeah, the Tanqueray. He's like Snoop Dogg. He gets the Tang.
Doesn't like drinking it without something. I mean,
Well, I mean,
Seagram's
most
gin
people
isn't that
don't.
bad.
Most people don't drink alcohol straight. Unless they're drinking like a beer, but like liquor, people usually don't drink. The only people now, Che, you'd actually be, going against your anti-fancy ways. The only people that really drink alcohol straight are those that drink, like a nice brandy and swish it around and shit.
What about Kaiser's?
You mean that $5
Kaiser
a fifth
vodka.
fucking shit that's at the gas station?
Yes, it's the cheap vodka. That's
yeah.
the
What do
best.
you sniff it too and all that other shit?
No,
before
you don't.
drink it?
You drink it. It doesn't have to
You
taste
drink
good.
it and you go blind from that shit.
And it comes back.
I got
It
a
comes
hell of a
back.
buzz. I can't see a goddamn thing.
It comes back.
I'm fucking
It comes
smashed.
back. As long as it comes back.
As long as it comes back.
What
What
if it
about
doesn't?
what about the
Exactly.
time when it doesn't?
Yeah.
I've been
I don't
fucked
know
up
that.
for 3 years. I can't see.
because brain damage is known to be reversed pretty easily.
Yep, exactly.
See? We've
Oh,
got
Moon Man.
Alice for the
microwaving.
science. We've got Fred for the politics. We've got Loophole for the something. For
the something?
Antics.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
Loophole for the antics.
And Miles is the enforcer.
Miles is the enforcer.
The attack dog.
That's right.
I totally am. How'd you know?
Oh, there's a gif of Che.
Yeah.
Using the bullshit boxing. Look at that. Look how well it works.
He could have been.
Huh?
The other guy is using the peekaboo style. You see that?
Peekaboo style.
Fred, I did.
Someone gave me that.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yes, Alice.
I actually did jujitsu for a few years, and boxing. I've seen it before. Boxing wins out a lot more times than you would think against jujitsu or MMA, because they're exceptional at stand up and one thing. But a lot of jujitsu guys, they get taken out before they can bring it to the ground.
Well, what levels are we speaking of? Are we talking about like an experienced boxer versus a novice grappler?
No, just same levels, maybe experience versus experience, because a lot of times before the jiu-jitsu guy can get it to the ground, he gets his ass knocked out or something.
Well, statistically, the vast majority of fights actually end up on the ground. And it doesn't even have to be from proper technique. It could be someone overextending themselves, slipping, being out of place, having their feet out of place. There's a lot of different ways to end up on the ground. And, the average person could do a football tackle if they really needed to. So you don't even really have to have proper wrestling technique to get a fight down to the ground. But while I would acknowledge that boxing is the most convenient way to strike, right? The punch, you're not really having to do any sort of overextending kicks or any kind of shit like that. It's easy to jab somebody up. And, a lot of people in a street fight would obviously, there's not money on the line, so they would quit out of a sense of self-preservation after X amount of punishment. But if we're going to take somebody with 2 years experience of boxing and 2 years experience of jiu-jitsu, I'm taking the jiu-jitsu person each and every time, especially if they've developed a good trip takedown, because once the fight is on the ground, the boxer is going to be dead.
Yes.
So that is my experience, and like I said, statistically the lion's share of fights end up on the ground. So it could just be anecdotal evidence from both of us, but from my experiences,
different experiences, different people. But I don't know. I don't think if you guys went at it, I don't think I'd count Che out.
Well, it's a good thing that you're not going to put money on it, because unfortunately, any contest that me or Che enter into, we all know how it's going to go. So, and then I'll celebrate relaxing with a couple pistachios in the central air.
Mm-hmm. And your mattress.
And exactly. That's when I get tired, But,
poor Che.
What?
Like
Oh, come on. Just because I don't want to fucking hump people doesn't mean... I mean, what's so wrong with me not wanting to fucking hug someone on the ground? God damn, they act like that shit's the end thing nowadays. You gotta fucking hug. Hey, if you want to break someone's arm, you break the arm. Some people like standing up. Stop being biased.
Che, how are you gonna break somebody's arm standing up?
I said some people like to break people's arms, get on the ground.
I'm asking you, how would you break somebody's arm?
I never said I was gonna break someone's arm standing up. I said some people like doing that with the jiu-jitsu.
Che,
how would you go about
isn't
that?
the grippling a style of getting into the ground, Che? I mean, we went over this. You define
it's a
grippling
parody.
specifically.
It's a parody.
As slamming someone onto the concrete. So
you dunk them on their head in the concrete. I mean, it's exactly.
So what are you're just gonna slam them, let them get up, and then use the bullshit?
No. I'm gonna come from behind and I'm gonna crack their head on the fucking pavement.
Come from behind.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
I was gonna say I was gonna make a come from behind joke, but all right, that's fine.
Style.
We're a little behind.
Yeah, well, it's an actual stance. You guys know that, right? I didn't make that up.
We get our last call-in guest for the night as we start to wind down from all the antics. We've got Tommy Wiseau himself, Mr. Sing Long.
What's going on?
Not too much. We're just insulting each other, slandering each other. Of course, Alice is providing science that we very much need in this sort of podcast. And Che is, I don't know.
And Fred is,
what say, Che? What are you doing?
Fred is carrying around his instruction fucking manual for his bed everywhere he goes.
Well,
that's
Che,
creepy. You
I
need
don't
help.
need the instruction manual because I do have what they call a memory.
Oh, so You just memorize what you're fucking, hey, how's it going, friend? No, I'm going good. Just to let you know, my fucking mattress has all this shit. I'm going to explain the history of the company that made the mattress, too, and I'm going to tell you why.
Well,
when it gets 80 degrees on the mattress, thank you for cutting me off.
Two very different. Well, because you're describing something that is very different, right? If someone asks you, what do you sleep on, then it would be appropriate for you to describe your mattress. But if someone says, hey, how you doing, it wouldn't be appropriate to lead off with the type of mattress you have. Because it would seem as though you're trying to seduce a woman through use of your mattress, which is inappropriate for first contact.
Whatever you do with that lingo, that's none of my business.
The lingo.
And no matter what, not my business. You do whatever you want.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Bickercast, everyone.
I will do whatever I want, Jay. I will make informed and researched decisions as I
informed and researched decisions.
Yes.
All right, whatever you say.
Fantastic.
It's just a fucking bed.
Yes. But it's where you spend a significant portion of your time in your life is sleeping.
Not if you're an insomniac.
So, Mr. Singlong, how are you doing on this fine evening?
It's been pretty good. Just stopped raining here.
Well, that's good. That's fantastic. We have covered a number of things. Are there any of the things interesting to you? Are there any things that you would like to give your take on? For example, E3, the various Phil topics, the various games that we covered, or Phil being inadequate in spelling?
I don't know. I had something in mind, but I'm too busy being distracted by your little banter with Che.
Well, we hope that it's at least entertaining and that it makes people want to watch Che get decimated in a spelling bee very quickly. I mean, we have to make it entertaining, and we have to carry it out somehow. And I don't know if people are going to exactly be entertained by a 30-second video of Che losing a spelling bee right away. So, and then an hour of me bragging about it. So,
I give 10 seconds.
Ooh.
Man, that's quick loss.
See, that's the smart money we've got here.
I think at this point, people only watch the podcast just to hear you guys bicker at each other.
Yep. I know. Team Che all the way, man.
As long as people enjoy it. Well, you see, Moon Man. You see, Moon Man.
Team Che supporter.
Well,
hashtag Team Fred.
Thank you, Miles.
No.
No.
Come on, hashtag Team Che.
Team Che is gonna win.
Listen, I'm gonna remember each and every one of you people that do hashtag Team Che, and you're gonna have to see me right after the loss happens, because you know what? Everybody can go ahead and put a couple bucks down on the underdog and hope that they strike big. But
I'll say this right now: anyone who supports Team Che, you do realize that you're just as much as enablers as DSP's fans.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
There it is.
Che, no, the difference is Che is gonna win.
He's gonna win.
No, Fred's gonna win.
It's gonna win. He's gonna win.
He's gonna win. He's
Fred's gonna win.
He's gotta beat you. It's gonna happen.
Who?
He's gonna bop you.
Che, you're gonna win.
Exactly.
No,
Oh no,
Fred's gonna bop him.
Mr. Winstar, I'm not blocking anyone. Actually, the opposite. You're gonna hear so much from me that you're gonna have to end up blocking me if you pick Che and he loses. So that's all I have to say about that. Team Fred is the smart choice.
Team Fred or Riot. That describes a lot.
Yeah.
Team Fred's gonna win.
It's okay to beat Che.
Yeah. It's okay to beat Che until the day of the spelling bee.
Until the day of the
He's got
spelling
that
bee.
book, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm intimidated by that.
I'm gonna throw the book at Che and hopefully he reads it.
I got that lane, Moogle.
Yeah. I vote for Team Crows.
Is that?
Alright. Well, this is fucking
Che's driving in the crow
scavenger
lane.
and parasite that you are.
Okay.
Fucking jackass.
Alright.
Someone's a little vicious today.
SoKast, huh?
Yeah. Apparently.
Yes.
I have an idea.
Yes.
What's up?
I think we should just lock Che and Fred in an octagon and see who walks out.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, man.
Get it over with. Have it live on the SoKast.
The only thing is that I'm not exactly going to be walking out. I'm going to be strutting out. So
He's going to be limping out.
I'm going to be strutting out like Ric Flair.
He's going to get dunked on his head.
Yeah. With the
I love
boxing,
saying that. I love saying
you're
that.
gonna dunk
I
me on
just
my
like
head
saying
with
dunk and
boxing?
stuff. But no. Your head's going to fucking bobble back and forth.
It's going to
Sorry,
bob.
rip it off.
You're going to rip off my head with boxing.
Yeah. I'm just trying to have a little fun, Fred. If you're taking things too literal, don't wrap your hands. Don't start doing jumping jacks yet. We're just having fun.
Jay, not a single jumping jack would do a lick of difference in this supposed and alleged fight. And this proposed fight would probably last, I'd say it would be shorter than the actual spelling bee, Jay.
I mean, hey, that's what you want to think.
Mm-hmm.
You're free to think what you want.
Mm-hmm. I think about things realistically.
Realistically.
Win.
Yeah. Carrying a fucking... Thank you.
Loophole, I made the same mistake once. I thought that maybe you were going to win the rap battle against Lester. I thought there's no way that Lester can pull this off.
Dude, I'm white.
And he made you look like a bigoted bitch
I'm white, dude.
in front of everybody.
Nah,
You threw him in the swimming pool about 75 times.
Come on, man. Eminem. He's a white rapper.
Lester's white, too. You ever heard the guy?
No, he's not white.
He's not white.
Nah.
Hey, guys, it's Lester. Skin color is just a fucking pigmentation,
Bullshit.
alright?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
How many white rappers do you see other than Eminem?
Little Phil.
Little Phil. Stitches.
Little Phil. Oh, fuck Little Phil and everything he stands
Who cares about Stitches?
Pitbull.
No, I'm tired of that bullshit, Little Phil.
Okay, you gotta admit.
No, Pitbull's Cuban.
He's white.
Okay, guys.
He looks white.
Nah,
You
dude,
have-
I am fucking paste white. I am fucking
Face white.
German white. It's fucking
Hashtag
white.
Definitely not white.
Nah, I am 100% white. There's no.
No one is
Native
disputing
American
you being
in-
Everybody's part African.
We're talking about Lester.
Yeah, well, okay, Lester. He's fucking dude. He's fucking.
He's a human
African
being.
Shit.
He's a human being.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's
I
what you
know.
should think about.
Yeah, I know.
He's a human being, and you lost the rap battle to another human being.
Yeah. Oh, if you're gonna look at that, okay.
We're
We'll
not
see.
looking at race.
Okay, if that's the case, then you're gonna lose to another human being at the spelling bee. Then.
What
Yeah,
am I gonna be
I think
facing
he's gonna
myself?
win, Loophole. Sorry.
No, you think. Now you think.
So,
You- no.
Lupo, how confident are you that Che's gonna win this?
I know. Here's the thing. Miles thinks you're gonna win. I know Che's gonna win.
Well, hold on. How confident are you?
Like, I will bet money on it.
Ooh, here we
Whoa.
go. That's what I'm getting at. All right, what you got? Shake your piggy bank up.
Right now, $10.
$10.
10?
So you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. I, the bookie, am going to jot Mr. Loophole down. If Mr. Fred loses the spelling bee, Loophole's going to be $10 poorer.
He's gonna donate it to
Donate
charity.
to charity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I don't want your $10. Give it to fucking charity.
Yeah. Okay. But still, $10.
$10.
$10. That's 2 copies of Meme Run.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't see why we have to make any
There's
bets.
money
We all
on
know
you
it's
now,
rigged.
man. There's money on you now, man. You can't fuck up.
It's all rigged.
It is rigged.
Fred, you gotta beat him, Fred.
No,
He's
you just
going to charity.
pull a Mayweather. Just keep fucking prancing around until he fucking loses.
Well, Che does prance around, but
Fuck no, I don't. What are you
Not during-
saying?
Nah.
What was the
Prance
underlying
around.
message of that?
No, no,
prance
no,
around.
because
Prance around in your
Mayweather,
Timberland boots.
because
I
Mayweather
don't
won.
prance
No,
around.
Mayweather
what are
won
you
the fight.
insinuating of prancing?
I'm not saying anything about prance. I'm
Oh,
saying I run
You
God.
away.
can't say that you prance?
You say that I run. That means run away.
Yeah.
I don't run away.
Well, you prance away.
Don't
I don't
talk about prancing, Che, and don't
I'm
be
not
negative.
going to grab someone's legs and start humping it like a dog either.
Whoa, we didn't go into that.
That's a joke.
What is
at
wrong with your
jiu-jitsu.
mind today, Che?
It's a joke at jiu-jitsu because I like making fun of it, even though I respect
very-
it. Just
yeah,
like
you're-
Fred likes making fun of
One of
boxing.
the most effective martial arts in the
Most
world.
effective. Some of us don't want to go on the ground. Sorry.
I
Should
know
we
you
be-
don't.
Should
Not-
we
not
hang?
with me,
Should we
you
be
don't.
hanged for that, Fred?
Yeah, not with me. You don't want.
No, because I don't want anyone on.
You don't want to get your shit
me
broke.
on top of
Hey,
anybody.
Che, why don't you tell us what happened the last time you got taken down to the ground?
I did not know what jujitsu was at the
Oh.
time. Yeah, okay, I admit it.
What hap-
Back when I was a youngin, I'm still a youngin.
A youngin?
Okay.
You were an
A
onion?
youngin?
I was an onion.
He was a funyun.
You're an onion?
I will say this, and then everyone that's okay knows the story. I did fight somebody that knew the bullshit jujitsu, and they all, if the cops wasn't around the corner, because it happened in the middle of a fucking public street, my arm would have got broken. But I didn't know what the hell it was. I was ignorant. But yeah, I lost. Yeah,
And what happened as you lost? Did you get your arm contorted in some sort of way, Mr. Che?
I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly. And you're going to have the same reaction when someone asks you about that spelling bee. Mm-hmm. You don't want to talk about it. And so is Loophole. Hey, Loophole, what happened to your $10? I don't want to talk about it.
My $10, I'm looking at it right now on my credit card.
You're looking at so
you're looking at
to understand that you're looking at the credit card then.
Looking at the credit card.
Well, after the spelling bee, you're going to be looking at the knife, Carl. So, anyways, I think we're about to wind down. Mr. Moogle is giving us the gentle prod that he wants to go soon. So, are there any other things that we need to cover before we get out of here? Yes, Mr. Moogle.
Yeah, I was thinking about Sing Long since he had like the FIFA recommendation. He should give us some insight on that because that's only fair, really.
That's true.
Your opinion on it, Sing Long?
Not much. I was just going to point out, going back to the whole Russia thing, a certain Vladimir Putin, I think he made this exact quote that the U.S. should not meddle in the affairs of FIFA or whatever.
Yeah, he loves telling us what to do. He said the same shit about China.
Yep, always.
Man. So, that's your opinion, Sing? Is that we shouldn't do anything about it?
Well, I have no idea. I think, like, when Miles went over it, like, he pretty much went over everything I was going to say about it.
Sorry.
See, Miles?
No problem.
See what happened? I said we should have waited. Nah, Miles gets the L for tonight.
Okay. So aggressive.
Yep.
You blew it. You blew it.
I'm gonna go hide now.
How dare you, Miles?
I did.
It happens. I was just more so asking everyone's opinion on it, so.
Alright.
Well, here's a good one, and I guess we can close with this one because it'll probably put everyone to sleep. Would you scratch Pandalese crabs?
Alright,
wait, what?
Alright.
Bye.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Ah, man.
Cut you out.
Thursday.
Ah.
I'm out.
Man.
Nope.
Moonman actually did leave, so perfect. Alright, so we're going to wind down for tonight. We had a nice exaggerated. Someone said we went 3 hours. A bit of an exaggeration, person who told me that. We've actually been going for 2.5, but alright. We will start with Mr. Lester. Where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
I'm on Twitter on Uncle Plus. I'm on Twitch series plus Uncle Pro, and on YouTube.
Perfect. We barely heard you, and then you cut out, so outstanding.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Moonman showed back up to do his sign-out. Now we're just going to ignore him. We're going to go with Nomad 510. Where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
Well, my Twitter is at the Dark Lurker, and my YouTube is Nomad 510.
Fantastic. Mr. Miles.
What's been going on, basically, is I haven't done any videos on YouTube, so I'm not going to be giving up my YouTube. But I'm working on something really big, though. Really, really big. Anyways, but you can find me on Twitter as DarkSealPhil, and also Miles S. Reset. Those are my two Twitters I frequent. So yeah.
Fantastic. The loophole of all loopholes. Where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
On Twitter, YouTube, you can find me Loophole572. What I've been up to is preparing for the Paris-thon, which is this Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, and the films will be cropped so that it doesn't automatically get detected as copyright, and it'll be on Ustream. Check out specifics on that tomorrow.
The movies will be cropped, and the movies will be crop. Fantastic.
Yeah, crop, yeah. And it'll be 10 hours long. Sorry.
Perfecto. Mr. Fine. I guess we'll talk to Mr. Moonman.
Yes!
Where will we be able to find you, and what have you been doing?
Well, my YouTube got deleted, so...
Perfect. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Fred. But, you can find me on Twitter at MoonmanSOK, where I retweet the finest poon. And, yeah, that's about it.
So your Twitter's about to be deleted, too, I see.
Possibly, yeah.
All right, so that's all you've been doing is you've been retweeting the female form. Perfect.
Yes.
Fantastic job, man. Thank you for your contribution to society. We've also got our illustrious call-in guests. We'll start with Mr. What was it? Was it Life Before Death? Or I just want to make sure because the Skype name was different. Okay, because your Skype name was different. I wanted to credit you in a way that people would be familiar with. Where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
You can find me on Twitter at Live After Death. You can find me on YouTube under the name Garrus Vicarian. And I'm not really doing much else.
Phantasmo, the scientific Alice. Where could we find you, and what have you been up to?
You can find me at 7 in Context at Twitter and Alice7 on YouTube. And I make the occasional sleep-inducing streams, so that's about it. Thank you for letting me on I'm sorry for interrupting you. Thanks for letting me on your stream so I can annoy you guys personally and bore your viewers to death.
Thank you for coming on. We very much enjoyed it, actually. And I think a lot of people are very happy to have the scientist. Well, not scientist. That might be a little bit overstretched, but the scientific, someone that's very knowledgeable on a wide range of topics. We appreciate that.
Professor.
Exactly. Well, all right, that's fine. We also have Sing Long. Sing Long, where could we find you? And what
you can find me on Twitter under the name Sing_Long, and you can also find my YouTube account under the same name. But I don't really have much YouTube videos other than some stuff I've kind of worked on in the past that I just uploaded. It's just like old or more like chiptunes that I placed under SNES sound fonts. If you're into Castlevania, that sort of thing.
Nice.
I thought you said the thong song. I don't know why.
Oh, sorry. It's just my mouth's a little
swear,
watery
I'm just kidding. But that's what I thought. Sorry.
So in addition to not being able to spell, you can't actually comprehend people's spoken words either. That's unfortunate, Jay. But,
can you say that a little louder?
How are you going to be able to spell words if you can't even comprehend them?
I hear what I want to hear.
Yeah, well, you're going to hear that you lost the spelling bee.
You're that you lost the spelling bee. You're going to lost the spelling bee. Let's just...
You're going to lost at the spelling bee.
I'm repeating what you said.
Anyways, Mr. Bogle, the man behind the scenes, the man that makes this wackiness appear on everyone's screens and also speakers, but that doesn't rhyme with scenes. Where can we find you, and what have you been up to?
Well, you can find me on YouTube under MovieMaster102, where I do Let's Plays. You can find me on Twitch. By the way, I actually want to acknowledge this. Tomorrow, to fill in the gap, because I know Loop is going to do a stream on Saturday. Tomorrow, although I did say on the Twitlonger I was going to do it on Tuesday, I got really busy. I apologize for that. But tomorrow, at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing the Shitty Games stream, and I will have the Google Documents open to open for suggestions and votes. The games that have the X's beside them will have priority. And no, I will not play the PC games because either A, I will have to go through the work of getting them to work on the PC and and then DOSBox and all this other shit, and I have to optimize them to even get them to work properly. So, but the games that are on the consoles that I already mentioned on there, I will prioritize. And yeah, everything is open to suggestions, of course, and I'll be doing that 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can find me on Twitter. Oh, well, you can find my Twitch under MoogleMaster102, and you can find me on Twitter under MoogleSenpai.
Beautiful. And of course, I will humbly present to you the ways that you can find me. First of all, you can find me on Twitter at TIHYDP, the acronym for This Is How You Don't Participate in a Spelling Bee, Mr. Che. You can also find me on YouTube, /It'sFredFux, or you can type FredFux into your search bar, and you can find the delightful Scarface logo that obviously resembles me and all that other good stuff. You can be on the lookout for This Is How You Don't Play Hotline Miami Part 2. I released a bit of a teaser showing the musical stylings that I'm going to be incorporating into this. I think it's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to call it the musical edition or the magic edition, but there's going to be a lot of both of those things. There's going to be a lot of different songs. I didn't even spoil the big song that I'm putting in there that's going to be fantastic. But anyways, Highline Miami Part 2, This Is How You Don't Play. That will be out within the coming days. I'm getting through it as quickly as I can. This one actually has much more fuck-uppery than the last one. We left off at 133 deaths in the first part. We're on to roughly 300 deaths in the second part, and we're starting off at the counter from the first part. So this is very much the continuation. We've got a number of things. For example, Mr. Nomad here provided me with a number of screenshots of the chat and all that other stuff. So thank you, Mr. Nomad, for that. Mr. Moogle is going to help me out with some different things here and there. And I'm actually, so the way I'm making it is I'm making like 4 different montages, and I'm going to put it all into one gigantic one. So it's going to be a lot of fun stuff. So a lot of magic, a lot of dogs, and a lot of backtracking. So, yes, lots of deaths as well. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy that. I'm going to take my time a little bit. I don't want to take too much time, but, you know, I want to make it something good. I haven't made it This Is How You Don't Play in a while, and I don't really think I'm going to be making them in the future. I kind of picked this one because it's going to be short. Anyways, that's a 5-minute outro from me. Thank you guys very much for tuning in.
And you can find me at Retrospective PC on Twitter, and you can find the rest of my stuff from there. And that's how you do an outro. Short, sweet, and to the point.
Good, because people can't turn off their ears for that long. Mr. Che, thank you very much for your outro. We appreciate that. Also, you can find Che on the losing end of the spelling bee upcoming within the next couple months. Also, I'd just like to say thank you, everyone who's been donating, sharing, contributing to all of our charities. I like to say this is not our charity. This is
only have
Sons of Kojima charity. This is all of our charity.
I said one.
So, thank you guys all so much for taking ownership of this charity and being a part of it. We appreciate it. It's a very lofty thing, a lofty goal for us to try to reach $10,000 for a charity. So we appreciate it very much. Could not do it without you guys. Thank you to everyone who donated tonight. We're now at $8,700, 87% of the goal. We've got a lot of time left, so thank you guys so much. And we love you. Go fuck yourselves.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Peace out.